Fezzy, I have tiny little pieces of glass. I just took one off my eyelid.
Right.
The size of a piece of sand. But now I'm itching because I feel that there's little, like, microscopic pieces of glass.
Like if you were rolling around in a sheet of fiberglass or insulation.
Because like a stupid radio head, I went over and put my mic up to the pinball machine as it shattered.
Man, and it flew. Destroyed in just a couple of smacks of the mighty sledgehammer.
Now, in Al's defense, if he wanted to get this for Opie to have fun, he ended up having a ball with it.
I haven't seen Opie that happy in days.
I think he laughed and was going to spend the weekend smiling.
So, I guess mission accomplished, Al Duke?
Somewhat. All right, Al's not talking yet. He's upset. And we got glasses, so I know the glass is in the foosball machine and everywhere else.
Right, we're going to be finding little tiny slivers of glass everywhere for the rest of the year now. And it's only January.
All right, Al still has that scowl on his face. And he has that, this is my last night kind of look about him.
The 1,000-yard stare?
The 1,000-yard stare of the guy in Vietnam that just... he looks through you, and he's looking far down, like he's staring into the abyss.
He looks like he had to stand there while a family member was being shot.
He looks like he had to stand there like when you give somebody a pinball machine as a present that is smashed with a baseball bat.
He's standing there like he does after he takes it in the bung and didn't get the reach around.
Always give a reach around.
I know, we can't stress that enough, people. Manners always.
Is that considered manners in that society, Fez?
I believe so. I think it's a common courtesy.
Sometimes I'm sure people just forget.
Sure. You're involved in your own things at that moment. So 877-692-1027 is our toll-free phone number.
All right, here is Anthony. Anthony, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hi, Anthony.
Hello?
Hi, buddy.
Listen, I just wanted to ask, is Al Duke there?
Yeah, but he's being really surly right now, and I don't know if he wants to talk to anyone.
I mean, with all due respect to Opie and Anthony, those guys are great, but if anyone did that to me after what he did, he's the biggest spineless effing wuss that I ever heard and anything at all. You just don't let someone get away with that. Opie'd be wearing that bat on his head if that was me.
I think Al was ready to throw down. I looked up at him, and he was flashing some gang signs.
Yeah, right. Come on.
I thought it was nose picking.
I'll give you this much. If looks could kill, Opie would have got hit with a sniper attack.
But you know what I'm saying, though? How could he let him get away with that? And then just sit there, and I mean, this guy goes out of his way, tries to do the right thing. Granted, he's an egg kisser. I mean, we all know that.
Sure.
But after doing that and smashing it into pieces, I mean, I don't know. Opie would have been all over the floor if that was me. That's all I got to say. You guys rock, man. You really do.
Thank you very much.
Peace.
All right, sir.
Thank you for the call, Anthony. Now,
all right, Al, at any time, were you ready to throw down?
No, I'm just not going to do anything nice for him anymore.
Oh. Now.
Don't tell me it's over.
That's the best way to hurt him. Don't do any more nice things. If you really wanted to hurt him, buy him something else.
No, I mean, because then he'll just smash it. I mean, it'd be foolish for me to do that at this point.
Your hard-earned money.
I'm telling you, I'm itching from those tiny... It feels like fiberglass. I've gotten a fiberglass massage.
You've been rolling around in the attic, in the insulation.
You'd think we would have a producer who would think, oh, the best idea, grab a mic and put it up close.
Al stood out there in the green room, stunned, as the prize gift that he presented Opie with was destroyed.
Al, to you, did it look like it happened in slow motion?
It just, when it made the impact, I felt it in my chest, like a bass drum.
I would do the Serenity Prayer right now. You can't change this one, Al. Just let it go.
No,
let go and let God.
That's it. I guess he's not into it then.
You think?
Who, God?
What'd you find, Spouter Music, Steve?
This is the ball. It was behind the couch.
Oh, Al can make that into a necklace.
Here you go, Al.
It's the ball from the pinball machine. What's left? Nice recovery work.
Now you have a new love bead.
Or Benoit ball.
To go with the other 6 that you're walking around in there with anyway.
So, Al, you did look a little angry. I didn't know if maybe you wanted to defend the honor of the Stones.
No, I mean, that was a collectible machine.
You think right now someone's going, McTunnel 102.7, they're breaking our machine. Why would you tell me only one of 1,000 and then O&A's listeners telling them something else completely different?
Yeah, they said one of 5,500, but still not a lot of machines.
And on eBay, worth a mere fraction of what you claimed.
But this one, the guys at Classic Pinball souped it up. It had all new, the inner parts of the machine.
Oh, I see.
All brand new.
Yeah, so it was playable.
Oh, it was very playable.
I don't know. I didn't get the chance, so I was getting smashed with a... Was it a sledgehammer or the bat? Which one did he use?
I think he started out with a sledgehammer.
I would love to hear that back again. If we could grab that. Because I didn't have a chance. I'm in the room at the time. I didn't hear what it sounded like over the radio.
Everyone had to pretty much duck and cover.
I didn't. I'm micing the whole time, Fezzy. I'm like a mad dog out there. I'm looking around, Billy is trying to get an underage girl to pose for him. I'm not worrying about Billy. I ain't going to get into it.
But he's slipping fast.
He's slipping quick. And didn't shave today. And
Again.
Didn't show up for the workout.
I came into the office today. Billy's out in the courtyard, just plopped out on a bench. And I hear, "Hey, Fezzy." And
Is he smoking?
And I'm thinking, who the hell's calling me from the shadows? I look over. There's a very disheveled Billy sitting on a bench and smoking. Yes, Ronnie.
He said he quit smoking.
He was all lit up again.
On the couch and in the bed. Hey, Janelle, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, guys. I just called to gloat.
Yeah.
I called yesterday, and I told Al Duke that Opie was going to smash it.
And Al said never, right?
Yeah, never.
You're like that Madame Cleo, the psychic.
Yeah, without the Jamaican accent. Isn't that cool? That's all I wanted to say. I'm just gloating.
All right. So there's an I told you so from Jeanette. I couldn't believe the way that thing flew. It was the best.
Hey, Sal, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Sal.
What's up, guys? Listen, Al Dukes has to call him out. He's got to put on the gloves.
You're running.
Got to be a man. Be a man, Al Dukes. Don't take those panties off, man.
No, I'm not going to fight Opie.
And don't get your panties off.
Challenge him, man.
You're going to box Joe Boo?
Even if it whips your butt, they'll gain your respect, huh? Come on. Either that or quit.
What are you going to do, Al?
I'm not going to do either. I'm not fighting the guy, and I'm not going to quit.
You wish. You got to be a man like the Godfather. Be a man. Be a man. You guys rock.
Damn it.
I'm just
rock.
I won't
Thanks, buddy.
Won't try again to talk to him then. That's it.
That's it for you?
No, I mean...
He lost a friend today. Opie lost a friend, and that's the sad thing about this.
A friend he didn't even know he had.
Right.
So no more lavish gifts?
No.
How
Not at
about
all.
getting me and
I would have
Fezzy?
taken you for everything I could.
How about getting me and Fezzy something? Do we have to not talk to you to get a present?
No. You don't have to do that.
What'd you get me for Christmas?
We weren't exchanging gifts.
Well, you and Opie weren't either. And he gets his beautiful pinball machine to break.
And he got allegedly $3,000 worth.
All right, I'm telling you,
gifts.
I am itching so much.
You probably need one of those Karen Silkwood scrubs.
Do we have any kind of big radiation shower I can get in and get a wire scrub?
Does Pete Johnson, the engineer, have anything like that?
He needs to do that just to get through his hair.
It is thick and wavy for an older gentleman.
All right, we have the smash, the actual smash.
Yep.
This is Al Dukes watching Opie standing over his pinball machine, Fezzy. What do you hit it with, a bat or a...
The giant sledgehammer.
All right, the giant wooden sledgehammer. I couldn't tell. I had my eyes closed.
This happened just moments ago.
Oh, my God. No.
Oh, my God. It's gone!
Oh, no, the foosball table. Look out.
Gee, did you hear that? There's pinball collectors throwing themselves out windows.
Wow.
Keith Moon lives! Keith Moon lives!
My God.
Okay.
Oh, my God, it was awful.
That very last crash is where Opie, in a rage, went to shove what was left of it over and was shoving it towards the foosball table. You heard Anthony shout out, and it went the other direction and just smashed into a heap. Now, Al, you're always getting into it with Joe Poo about Joe Poo says nobody likes you here.
Right.
And you say, no, it's just Opie. It's just Opie that I have a problem with. Did you hear the scores of cheers?
I mean, people...
And the crowd going wild as Opie destroyed your gift?
People just like to see things destroyed, I guess.
You know what it was like?
Yes, you! And your spirit!
It was like a Western when the big bad guy calls out the sheep herder and everyone gathers around to watch the killing.
Everyone was here. Even 1010 Winds came down to see that.
I think they covered it. I'm sure. They probably... Oh, I hear the vacuum's going.
Who's vacuuming in there?
Who's vacuuming up the pinball machine?
Stinky is right now.
Nice, thank you.
I'm not cleaning it up.
For a guy who smells like that...
Shut up, Al.
He's very tight.
Don't act like you're now drawing a line
I know,
on
now,
your dignity.
Now you're tough.
I hope he doesn't expect me to clean that up.
He can clean up his own messes as far as I'm concerned.
Hey, Anthony. Anthony, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Anthony.
How are you guys doing?
Hey, buddy, what can we do for you?
I just think that Al Dukes is getting shafted a little bit. I mean, I personally don't like him, but I think what Opie did was quite asinine, destroying the machine like that, and it was purely malicious. It was just comedic.
Yeah, it was comedic. It was. You're right about that.
Malicious and comedic.
Yeah, it definitely was malicious, and then it's one of those things. You laugh when it's not yours. If you're not involved in it, it's a terrible thing. It's like seeing someone fall down the steps. It might be awful, but they still might look funny doing it.
But it wasn't you falling down the steps.
Now, here's the thing. Al now has to, he's got
Clean it up.
He's got 3 vertebrae smashed. But the rest of us saw a very funny ass overhead tumble.
Al, I can't believe you're going to give up on trying to get Opie's friendship.
What else do I do at this point?
Get your yayas out. Like you always say, what would Mick do? What would Keith do?
I saw Al crying in
does?
the corner. I saw him crying in the corner with the piece of glass with Mick Jagger's crotch on it.
That was the weirdest part of that. Big Mick junk hanging out.
Rolling Stones pinball machine, and Mick Jagger just more than well endowed right on the front of it where you have to look.
Hey, who's got next game?
I guess nobody.
Can I play next?
They actually recovered the ball for Al. Foundry Music Steve did. Someone see if they can get the crotch glass for him. If there's any of it left. That thing is in splinters out there. And it's all over the lesbian couch, too.
I know. Somebody's going to get their ass cut up.
There's going to be some sore lesbians.
I'm telling you, Fez, I'm itching from those tiny little pieces of glass that was in the air.
I bet if we brushed you off, you're still covered with it.
You know how when
It's probably
people
in
say...
your pockets and everything.
Well, it's so small that you can't get it. But I did pull a very tiny, tiny one the size of a grain of sand off my eyelid.
Well, the thing, I don't know why, but it disintegrated mostly.
Yeah.
It took like just a couple of shots for every piece of glass on the thing to be gone.
A lot of people talk about smashed into a million pieces, but that really was. Here's the other way.
Now you've actually seen it.
And this, women will never understand the excitement. A guy will see this and we're still talking about it. Oh, it was unbelievable. The way that thing broke.
I know.
I don't know why it's such interest to us.
Fascinated with how they work and how they break and how they're destroyed.
Hey,
here it is. I found this in the pinball machine.
That is a marital aid.
I swear, it was
that is a vibrator. Al, is that yours?
Take that home.
No, they found that in the couch and they were vacuuming it out.
All right, I'll put it back.
That thing was stuck in the lesbian couch. Most people find change or Fritos in theirs.
Well, let me tell you, that dropped out of a can somewhere, if you know what I'm saying. Not that kind of can, Fez.
What's wrong with you?
Hey, Russ, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, man, what's up?
Hey, buddy.
Yeah, so that guy, Kevin, that sold Al the game.
From ClassicPinball.com.
Yeah, he's a great guy. He's really good at his field. I know him. I sold him the Rolling Stone.
that you guys just destroyed. That Rolling Stone was my game that he just destroyed. I'm very upset. I wanted to fix it so bad, and I got sick. I just didn't have the time.
What was wrong with you?
I had some weird stomach thing, but like...
How much did you get for it from Kevin?
I'd rather not say, but he's a very fair guy, but believe me, that game was worth a lot of money once he fixed it. It was in bad condition when I gave it to him. Like, the MPU was fried, the sound card was fried.
Mick wasn't erect.
How much you get paid for it?
Enough.
It doesn't sound like much, though.
But do you think it was worth $3,000, like Al keeps saying?
That game
or more?
Among collectors, that game's actually worth some money.
You got any, I mean, what do people collect? They collect, like, a lot of these machines?
Well, I have, actually, my dad is the real collector. We know how to fix them and stuff. He has over 16 pinball machines just in his basement. But most of the ones we have are from, like, the 60s and 70s.
Yeah. Like, tell us some of the ones he's got.
Like, this game called Lost World. He has, actually, the Beatles game called Beat Time. Which I would never dream of selling. And I actually
I'd love to see Opie smash that one.
I would rather if you didn't. I think there's only like 1,000 of those left in existence. And really, there's only 5,000 of those Rolling Stones ever made.
Is that the most valuable one you have, the Beatles one?
Yeah, it's a pretty good one. But you know, there's a lot of games out there. And I know guys that have hundreds of them. There's this guy out in Vegas has like 400 or 500 of them, and people collect them. And as a collector, I'm very, very upset.
Yeah, well, okay. Maybe you shouldn't have gotten rid of it if you love it so.
Well,
you want it back?
Right.
Well, you know, but I thought it was going to go to a good home. You know, someone that likes the stuff.
It's not like you killed a dog in front of Val.
Yeah, I wonder.
This is not Buddy Clinton.
If you would have sent it out in traffic like Buddy, you know?
All right, see you later.
All right, I want to give props to the Fairlawn Rescue Squad. Thanks a lot.
Thanks, Russ.
If he wants to feel better, maybe you should take Mother's Little Helper.
What's that mean? Doing old Stones things? Did you think? I just want to know for you, Joe. I wanted to know. Did you think we were all going to laugh at the word of that?
No, I was dying to get it in when he said he was sick.
Things are different today.
That's what I love about Joe Poo. He has the same look on his face when a joke doesn't go over that Al had on his face when a pinball machine gets smashed.
Now, Earl wrote a song for Al that he sang last night, but now it doesn't seem so funny to you. That take it back, right?
Yeah, it's not really funny anymore.
Last night you weren't even laughing. Last night you had your feelings hurt. Tonight you must be crushed.
Yeah, because, I mean, other people around here were playing with the game.
Yeah, but then all the same people cheered when he broke it.
And not one of them came to your defense.
No, but some of them beforehand said, I'm going to miss playing the machine.
Did they mean you?
I name one person who said that.
Earl.
You android? Earl. Mm-hmm. Earl got accused of breaking it earlier.
Can I tell you the truth? I had a ball playing that thing. I thought it was great. I thought it was cool that it was a classic pinball machine.
Yes.
I thought it was perfect. But, Al, that was yours.
Right.
You know, when Opie says to me, when he asks, you know, me, if he should break it or not, or if he's got my permission, I go, as a gift to you. If you would have came in and said, this is a gift to the station, I would have said, hey, don't break something that's for all of us. But you never said, this is for all you guys. This is for you, Earl.
No, but other people obviously
What if
would
Opie said, no one touched my game? Would you let him get away with that?
Well, yeah.
Well, then why not let him break it? It's his.
You gave it to him to enjoy. This is how he enjoyed it. By just smashing it into a million frickin' pieces. Did they get it back on its legs, or are the legs just gone?
Yeah, it's on its legs, but...
It's on its hind legs. Hey, Sean, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, guys, is Al there?
Yeah, he's right here.
Hey, Al, when Opie took that first swing at the machine, was it like having your chick throw an engagement ring back at you?
I mean, it did have that kind of feeling.
Yeah, man, and you didn't say anything. And a pussy. I mean, goddamn.
Pussy?
A pussy. He's a pussy. I mean, god.
A poussoir.
You know, the guy smashes the machine that you bring for him, and you say nothing.
After he took the first swing, I walked away. Why should I watch him destroy the thing?
I don't know. Go put your dress back on, dude.
You know, I gotta tell you, I don't, and...
like someone leaving their home country as it's being bombed and destroyed.
I don't think it would have been nearly as funny if Al wasn't watching.
Al looked like Scarlett O'Hara walking through Terra after it burned. But God is my witness.
I'll never buy another pinball machine for that man. That man's not a good man.
I love hearing the things that this is compared to. Having an engagement ring thrown back in your face.
That is actually a great metaphor.
That may be the best metaphor for today.
Jason, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Cardholder 2423 here. Now, guys, I have to say that's the greatest thing I've ever heard on radio, but they could have made it better.
How's that?
We needed Kevin Dillon, Bunny from Platoon, sitting there going, dude, did you see Keith's head come apart?
Again,
Come on,
yes.
man, look at Mick. He's laughing at you, man. That's how they laugh at you.
It did feel like Platoon.
That's another good metaphor.
Barnes, you son of a bitch! You're no fireman squad!
Were you hoping? And then Al's going, I hope the door opens and someone just helps me. I hope someone will just help me. I don't understand. Hey, John, you're on Ron and Fez. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, John.
I'm thinking that maybe Al should just, bite his lip and buy the whole station a new pinball machine and not give it to just one person.
That's the best idea for this.
Then everybody's going to be happy. Everybody will play the machine.
What kind
no
we
problem.
get next?
Yeah, what can you get for us now, Al?
I don't think the guy at Classic Pinball is getting us any more machines.
Let's go to classicpinball.com and look it over, and we'll get one just for us.
I've been hearing a lot about the Kiss machine. I don't know.
The Kiss machine excites me.
Wow.
Do you have any that you remember, Fez?
Let me see. I'm trying to think of the one that we had down at the 7-Eleven on the corner that everyone used to just gather around.
Remember this? Because we would have hoagie shops where I grew up, right? So there would only be one machine in there. And then one day you'd show up and there would be a new machine. And they would just trade it, one machine for another. So you'd have a brand new machine. Every kid in the neighborhood would be in this place.
I think we had some sort of Indianapolis 500 one or something like that.
I think I remember the Playboy machine very good. With a very strange-looking Hugh Hefner with a broad on each side.
The pictures on the machines never look like who they're supposed to look like, though.
That Stones one didn't look bad. I thought it looked a lot like the Stones.
Yeah, it looked just like them.
What about now?
I mean, now it
looks like I'm after Altamont. That was Al's Altamont.
But if I get another pinball machine, he's gonna every machine in there, he's gonna see me in it.
What?
I mean,
what are
he's
you
gonna see the
honey,
machine.
you're not trapped in a pinball machine.
What
you're
are you
not.
talking about?
No, he's gonna look at it and go, Al got that, and then smash that one. So I don't want to do that.
Oh, you said if you get one for all of us.
Right.
No, I don't think he would. I don't think he would ever do it again.
I think it was just the awkwardness of one man buying another man a really expensive gift.
I don't think Opie appreciated the homoeroticness of the gift.
I mean, I've only seen two guys do that before, and that was Siegfried and Roy.
Yeah, what happened there?
Roy got Siegfried a tiger, and it was really expensive, and even Roy was embarrassed by the end of it.
Hey, Scott, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Scott.
What's going on, fellas? Number 1578. Yeah, I just want to compare Opie and Al to, Sally and Linus from Peanuts. You know how, Sally's in love with Linus and he throws away all the love notes and everything? And I want to ask Al, I'm going to start calling Opie his great Babu.
Sweet Babu.
Where is your sweet Babu right now?
I don't love Opie.
Anymore. It's over.
I never did.
That is over.
Then why, when you walk past them, do these little hearts pop up in the air over your head?
I think that Al is going to end up leaving here and moving to Arizona with his child to work as a waitress. That's how bad his heart's broken. There's a new girl in town.
Al doesn't live here anymore.
Oh, that was so weird. Hey, Craig the Cop, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, Craig. Craig.
Hey, guys. Happy New Year. How you doing?
Happy New Year.
You're on Ron and Fez.
I just wanted to ask Al a question. Hey, Dookie, did you pee your pants after that?
You didn't wet, did you?
No, not at all.
Yes.
You only wet your pants once on the air, right?
It was to not lose a contest, so yes.
Yeah,
you
ended up losing.
You're a winner, Al.
And I guess the trophy in first place goes to the man in the wet jeans.
All right, guys. Take care.
That's it.
You're a real winner.
Oh, man, I am itching so much.
I'm looking at you, Itch. You're making me itch. Hang.
Hey, Ronnie, you're on Ron of Fez. How you doing, bud?
Hello, Ronnie.
Mob.com. How you doing?
Hey, man.
I got Asteroids and Defender. Al Dukes wants to buy it really cheap for you guys.
How cheap?
$500. They both working machines.
$500 for the two of them?
Sure, why not? You can take them both.
What do you think, Al?
I don't have that kind of money now.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Defender's a classic.
That's right. Your life savings went into a gift for another man.
All right, thanks, Ronnie.
I forgot. That's rough. That was going towards your sex change, too, wasn't it? That money.
Yes, he hopes to be a male after he's done.
He was saving that money to buy a penis. And now his dreams are dashed.
Strange college football news today, Fuzzy. Did anybody see this one coming?
No, and in fact, the college football people go, wow, this is really odd.
Yeah.
So Steve Spurrier, coach of the Florida Gators, just beat Maryland in the Orange Bowl, resigns after, I guess, 15 years.
15 years and pretty much finding himself the last 5-6 years of building a program that you'd have to say was in the top 3.
Right, exactly. A team that he inherited went in there, and they couldn't win a game in the Southeastern Conference, and then went on to dominate it.
Now, and also, probably the best offensive mind over the past 10, 15 years as well.
Right.
So what's he going to do?
So he's actually said in his statement, he goes, 15 years is enough time for a college football career.
So he's not saying I'm done coaching, I'm just done with college.
Right. He says, I am in no way burned out on coaching. I love coaching. And if there are opportunities in the NFL, I look forward to them.
Well, believe me, you'll have opportunities. Hey, how do you think a guy like that who yells so much at the players is going to do at a pro level?
Now, those kind of discipline guys, they usually have an immediate impact.
Right.
But then it wears off quick.
But he's not the kind of discipline of, I want you to, do this and that. His players are fairly wild, but he just screams at him on the sidelines.
Right.
And I mean, and one incomplete pass, and he looks like he's going to throw up.
Yeah.
He can be up by 60 points, and the guy chucks, one over the receiver's head. He's screaming in his face. You can't do that in the pros.
So you have to realize, will Spurrier be able to get away with that for how long with grown men?
Right.
Not college kids.
Would you take a chance on the guy if you?
Yes, I would.
Yeah.
I would definitely.
Like to see him at either New York team? Yeah.
Yeah. Sure. And Dennis Green, gone from the Minnesota Vikings.
Well.
They thought he'd have at least till Monday.
Yeah. That's one less one to cheer for, huh?
Black girls in here.
Earl, what's that like for you, seeing Dennis Green get fired?
Devastating.
Yeah.
Yeah. They said the guy rumored to replace him would be Dungy.
From Tampa Bay.
And Tampa Bay will probably go after Spurs.
Let's say a prayer.
Dear baby Jesus, please send that man Dungy back to Minnesota.
Yeah, please.
Where it's cold. Please send him to the frozen hell he deserves.
They love black coaches, but no black people live in Minnesota.
So we'll see how that works out. So now 2 NFL vacancies.
Wow.
Minnesota and Sandog.
Hey, Jenna, you're on Ron and Fez.
I have a suggestion here. I think that maybe Opie should be buying the new pinball machine for the team. You broke it.
Well, I like Al said he's going to buy it or Al's going to take it out of his ass.
Really, Al Duke?
No, I'm not going to fight him about it. I'm just not doing anything nice anymore.
I don't know exactly how the sledgehammer is, but you may owe Opie a new sledgehammer if he heard it on your pinball machine.
Oh. Okay.
Thank you, Jenna.
Bye.
Sit. All right, I'm looking at the instant feedback. Just person after person is telling you to stand up for yourself.
I am standing up for myself. I'm not doing anything more to try to patch this up.
How about a beer bong?
That might work.
I don't know what that would prove to him. I mean, he didn't like a pinball machine that I got.
Maybe we ought to do a drinking game with Al tonight. Al against Joe Pooh.
All right, maybe a little preliminary bout here.
Right.
Before they actually put on the gloves against each other. We think that'll be sometime in February. Joe Pooh versus Al Dukes.
We'll play stuff like Buzz and Bang, and you'll kill him in that. Anything with thinking, and old Joe Pooh's in trouble.
Perfect.
A little slow on the pickup.
Yeah, he's not
All right, let's tell this story. What happened last night after the show when Joe Pooh downed glass of scotch.
At one point, I kind of gave Joe Poole a glare. Did he go and talk to you about it, Rory?
Roy Hampton's in the studio.
I tried to talk to him, but he didn't want to open up. I think the scotch went straight to his head too quickly.
What was he mad about? You don't know?
I don't know.
His eyes turned his little slits immediately. His eyes disappeared.
I put my hand up to tell him to shut up because, let Opie and Al talk. It's funnier for the uncomfortability. And, how often do I tell this kid to shut his cake hole? Very rarely.
Right. He's got carte blanche in here with his big fat trap.
Then after the show, his little heart's so broken, he's down in scotch like he's Lou Grant. Like his little job has the weight of the world on his shoulders.
He grabs a bottle out of a filing cabinet and fills up this glass tumbler that looks like it came out of his mother's 1966 kitchen.
What's wrong with you, Joe?
And downs a big glass of scotch and says he can't stand it the whole way. Then he's holding his stomach. And he's stomping around. Joe, what's wrong?
Nothing wrong. I was just having a drink.
Are you going to be able to beat Al's ass?
Sure.
Let me tell you, if you lose this fight that we're putting together, you'll be the laughing stock.
I know that.
Do you understand that?
No, he's a dead man.
I don't think this whole scotch program you're on is going to help you at all in this fight.
I'm going to drink scotch before the match.
Hold on, I got to hear this. Is this Thomas on line 11? Thomas?
Hey,
Thomas.
How are you? Al Duke.
Thomas, you got a spy report?
Yeah, I do.
Spy report. Spy report.
Hey, Al, this is for Al.
Yeah.
Al, listen to what I say carefully. You know Aunt Madeline and Uncle Mike, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay. You know who Aunt Madeline's family is, right?
Yes.
Okay. You want Opie? You want me to get Opie to have to pay for that thing for you?
All right, what are you saying, that Aunt Madeline's family's connected?
No, I didn't say nothing. I'm talking to Al. I'm asking if he wants me to do him a favor.
Al, is the family connected?
Not that I'm aware of. I mean, we have police officers in the family, but not...
No. Aunt Madeline's family. Remember Aunt Madeline's brother who just passed away? Last year.
What do we hear? Mafioso Al Dukes is in the mafia?
I don't have
Don
any.
Dukes?
I don't have any connections.
Al doesn't know anything about it.
Yeah, I don't know much about my family.
Yeah, they never let the women
Listen,
in on what's going on.
Get to know your Uncle Mike. He's a good guy.
Yes, he is.
So what are we talking about? Sopranos in your family, Al?
Not that I'm aware of.
Now, do you even know this guy, Nicole?
No, I don't know. But he has all the names correct.
I know. I know that you have an Aunt Madeline, though.
She calls the show constantly.
But I didn't know about Uncle Mike.
Yeah, that's her husband.
So you're going to get your other dead uncle after Opie.
Yeah, I didn't know anybody was involved like that.
Well, an Italian name like Dukes, I'm sure. Now, he also said that when you left another radio station, you threw a tape recorder through a window?
Is that true?
No. I don't know who that guy is.
That's how he was originally put up there. Billy is a little bit tanked today, so I don't know what's going on. Why isn't he shaved? What's wrong with him?
Well, he came in today, and he was very on edge, and anytime I would ask him something, he was very hyper.
Yeah.
And he said it's because he wasn't smoking, and then...
He's outside smoke.
Yeah, because he was really jumping down everybody's throat, and I said, please, have a cigarette. So he went out and got one.
You are such a help.
Yeah, you're the one who got him drinking again. Should we bother talking with him?
Yeah.
I mean, are we in a slide here?
You know, and Al Dukes, I'll back you up on this. I don't do that in a lot of things. But every time the phone rings in the office, Billy just cringes. And I don't know what he's up to.
Here's the thing, because we're all in the same office, and there's a bunch of desks in there. Nobody last night would answer their phones. Joe Pooh's not taking calls, and Billy's not taking calls, so I'm sitting in a room with phones ringing for no apparent reason.
Next thing you know, it's like that episode of the Flintstones. Phones are ringing off the hook. Whose baby is that? What's your angle? I'll buy that. All these phones just ringing, and the same thing was happening this afternoon.
Don't get that, Fez.
So you have to try and sit there and have a post-show meeting while that's going on.
Even when I owed Visa money, I'm still picking up the phone. Picking up and tell him, no, he's not here. No, I can't help you. I don't know, he's left. Maybe he's going out to the coast, he said.
And Billy's all ring in a row, like the office phone rings, then immediately his cell phone rings.
Are you,
then a beeper goes off.
Are you cheering for Paranoid to beat him in the boxing match?
Yeah.
You don't really like him too much, I know that.
Well, you know, he thinks now he's a boxer.
Well, I don't think after today he does, because he missed his workout. He did 1 day workout in a row, and then started re-smoking.
And made himself yesterday chewing too much Nicorette. He almost fell off the subway platform because he got dizzy chewing too much Nicorette.
Let me ask you something now. You want your family to take care of him?
No, I'm never.
You're like
for
the
that.
baker who you bake one cake and now Opie's going to get killed. Look how they massacred my machine. I want you to use all your skills to fix this. You a classic pinball.
It's going to be like good. It'll be like Goodfellas, where they grab the mailman. I don't want you bringing another pinball machine to this kid's house.
Yo, Fezzy, you remember that machine? You won't be saying that around anymore. Remember that thing? Not that thing.
Yeah.
No, not that thing. The other thing.
The other?
The other thing. That's gone.
Act like a man! What's the matter with you? Act like a man! What's the matter with you?
Al's going to wake up with Mick Jagger's head in his bed.
Let's bring Billy in for a second. I'm worried about him. I'm not going to get into his other stuff.
Well, he's an angry man, Ronnie.
I'd say...
And that's not Billy. That's not the Billy we know.
That's Billy anymore, though.
Staples! Now! Hi, Billy.
Hi, fellas.
Billy, what's going on with you today? Is the slide starting?
No, not at all. I just got out of bed on a bad note this morning. It carried over. The not smoking really caught up to me today. I was very on edge.
Why aren't you shaving anymore?
Because I was going to go to the gym. I brought my razor, my shaving cream, and everything with me today. I was going to go work out, take a shower.
Oh, that's right, because the president signed that law says we can only shave in gyms now. That's right, I forgot.
No, I didn't have enough time this morning. I was running around. So.
And what's with the hair? If it was green, you'd look like Krusty the Clown.
It's a bad hair day, Fezzy. What more can I say?
Sweet Lord.
It's a really bad day. It's not a good appearance day.
Carrot Top has better hair days.
Wow. That's mean.
That is mean.
Yeah, now you went a little too far. So you back in? You went out of this fight?
Me? What? No.
You're not doing your training? You're smoking again?
No, I'm doing I got my stuff in the office. I was ready to go, but I just had work to do, and that was more important.
Are you out of Nicorette?
Al just told us you did nothing but yell all day.
Well, in between my typing, I was yelling. Now, and Al goes, yo, I'll buy you the cigarettes. Please, go smoke.
He's an enabler.
Yeah, he is. All right, be careful around the younger girls, too, okay? Please.
Yes, Ronnie.
Seriously, I mean, you're always asking about getting over in this place. I'm telling you about the bosses, and that's a bad thing. That's a bad thing you were doing.
Billy, I don't want to hurt your feelings, but you're not the same age as most of the people that work here.
Especially most of the interns.
Right.
All right, let's
So
move
you
on.
just come off really creepy.
All right, let's move on. All right, so now we know. We got that off.
All right, good. 877-692-1027.
He needs to shave, and everything's just...
Shave the throat at least.
I come in there, and he's got this little girl, and he looks like Aqua Lung. He's got gloves with the tips cut off, and he's outside a playground.
He's Fagin, trying to pick up urchins out there.
You better not be Fagin.
All right, we have a Friday Fezitorial coming up.
Oh, I can't wait to hear that one.
This one, a sad one, Ronnie.
Oh, no, what is it?
Yeah, a Fezitorial memorial to Buddy Clinton, the dog of former President Bill Clinton and Senator Hillary Clinton.
All right, you don't want to miss this, folks. All coming up next, 102.7 WNEW. It's the Ron and Fez Show.
Ron and Fez, 102.7 WNEW.
For President Clinton's buddy,
Oh, Fezitorial
Memorial. Well. Former President Clinton's beloved Chocolate Labrador Retriever, Buddy, was recently taken from us after trying to play fetch with a moving car on Route 117. And I haven't been this upset about a dog involved in a car accident since last July, when it took me hours to find out if Lizzie Grubman was all right. She was fine. Her nose was still wet. But what really gnaws on my raw hide is the fact that people will only remember Buddy for the way he died, thinking he could somehow catch a Buick in his mouth like a Frisbee. After all, Buddy is just another coincidental death for the Clintons. And it shows that... What's that? Oh, it's just Vincent Foster beating on the lid of his coffin in disagreement. But let us remember the good times of Buddy Clinton, first dog. Like how he first arrived at the White House as a puppy, just weeks before we found out about Monica Lewinsky. Great. We had 3 weeks of looking at a black lab before spending the next year staring at white flab. But those were great pictures. The president and his dog. He was always panning and sniffing around and occasionally humping whatever got close to him. And there was Buddy right next to him the entire time he was doing it. Remember that great look on Buddy's face as he would start to drool looking at Hillary Clinton's ankles? You could almost see him imagining her legs looking like 2 big pork chops, just like they do in the cartoons. Buddy the dog was great for security, too, especially when the Clintons weren't concerned about Chelsea going off to college. The Secret Service put Buddy in a Stanford sweatshirt, and he made the perfect decoy. No one knew the difference. And, of course, the loyalty. Anytime Bill soiled the Oval Office carpet, there was Buddy to take the blame. Although I think it was Monica who got her nose rubbed in it. But, you know, this whole thing reminds me of growing up in Port Ellis Park, Florida, where a dog is still a man's best friend. They just don't hang out like they used to ever since the man met the sheep. But it was there that I learned how much people really love dogs. I remember Mother out in our barn with our handyman named Bobo. Now, Bobo must have really missed his own dog because he kept having Mother bark like one. She didn't really seem to mind, though, since she was already wearing the collar and leash. But she did whimper when he gave her a bone, especially since it was in the wrong end. And then... Wait a minute. Mama's a bad doggy. Anywho, Buddy, the Clinton dog, you're unforgettable. Like the time you jumped up on Gary Condit and President Clinton simply said, "Oh, he must smell your intern on you." Buddy, we will all miss you. That is, all of us except a snickering cat named Socks, who I'm sure will be questioned by the police. Farewell, Buddy Clinton, as you now run into traffic in dog heaven, and hear us call after you by saying, "We're here, we're queer, we will not disappear. This has been my Fezitorial. Thank you." Where'd Ronnie go?
Wow, there's a lot of glass out there.
The Fezitorial's done. You can come back in now. From surveying the pinball damage.
I missed it? How was it?
It's fine.
All right, Fezzy, look who's here. It's our own sweet Melissa.
Hey, sweet Melissa, how are you?
Happy New Year, Fezzy.
Happy New Year.
Now, are we going on board with the new promos for next week with sweet Melissa?
I believe so. I think we're all set.
Let's check with Al Dukes before we even announce that. Real quick, Al.
There's been rewrites done.
Are we going to do the Sweet Melissa Moans promos next week?
Yes, we are.
All right, so listen to Opie and Anthony, and Sweet Melissa will moan out a couple of different things, and if you hear it that night, you'll win what, Al?
We have JVC DVD player.
Nice. Don't let those near Opie.
No, they're locked up.
Yeah, make sure you don't tell Opie those are for him. From you.
Melissa just gets here, so I said, grab a thing. We'll do a unique New York because we got some WWF tickets to give out.
That's for Raw at Madison Square Garden. It's coming Monday, the 7th.
So she hands it over, says, Billy gave this to me. Which one of these should I pick? So it says stuff like, who was the mayor before Giuliani?
All right, that's not even trying.
Right. So then the next question, I'm going, that's stupid. So I look over at the next page. What was the nickname given to the serial killer who picked his victims based upon their astrological signs?
Huh.
Now, did that even take place in New York?
I didn't think so.
I thought that was San Francisco.
Right, yeah, that was West Coast, the Zodiac Killer.
The Zodiac Killer was San Francisco, right?
That sounds absolutely right to me. We'll see if instant feedback beats and calls beat the producers again.
I did this already.
So that's really unique.
Yes. I mean,
Idiot.
It's just not unique questions. So, I mean, there's always going to be a thing of trust around here, guys. If we can't trust you. to do this. Then it sounds like we're bore-assing.
So then, the idea of you need unique New York.
Mike is already writing a Zodiac Killer was in San Fran. Because I thought that's what the Dirty Harry movies were based on.
Right, exactly.
All right, so Billy
Dirty Harry Callahan or whatever his name was.
Harry Callahan, yeah.
Right.
Bring Billy.
Golly! Staples! Now! How drunk is he?
Billy, why?
Why would you write a unique New York question about something that happened in San Francisco?
I got it from a New York webpage. They were all from a New York webpage. There was not a Zodiac Killer in New York?
I never heard of any Zodiac. Wasn't there only one Zodiac Killer?
I would think so, and if I was the first one, I'd sue.
All right, hold on. Here's the webpage you got it from.
Go ahead. Make my day.
.com.
All right, so we can't do these. We can't trust you, Billy. Act like I'm ball busting.
No, I know.
Seriously, I want you to act like I'm ball busting. Because let me ask you, did we not have this problem before with you doing questions? It never came up on the air before?
No, it has come up on the air before.
Why would you moan at us?
I'm not moaning at you. I'm moaning at myself, guys. I thought they were 100% factual and ready to go.
When you're the one effing up our show on purpose.
Here's one. The Boston Strangler worked in what area?
That's the one. I read that one. That's the one that's right below. Fill in the blank. Blank Tea Party.
What canyon did Evel Knievel jump in Central Park? I know. Stuff. Who was the mayor before Giuliani? Who's not going to know things? Why don't we just take the tickets and chuck them out the window?
And see who can catch them. Or do you want to go with that other question, who was the mayor before Bloomberg? Because I know that was your backup.
All right, you're not going to answer. Just bring Al in. Al, up to today, you were the producer of this show, right? Today was probably your last day.
The Dennis Green of producers. Here he is, Ronnie.
You don't check over Billy's stuff before he turns it in?
Yes, normally I do. There was, like a copycat type Zodiac Killer, but it wasn't the one I think that people would know as the Zodiac Killer. That was in San Francisco.
So there was another Zodiac Killer in New York?
That's what I'm remembering.
From when?
I think in the 80s.
From the murders he committed, Ronnie. God, I wish you were a victim, Al. But if we say Zodiac Killer, aren't people going to think San Fran?
Maybe.
Well, shouldn't have been clarified as the copycat Zodiac Killer. You know,
there was a copycat. Anybody, first of all, who's a copycat, that's the worst kind of serial killer you could ever be.
Now, here's what I love. There's 2.5 pages of questions there.
Yeah.
And so we say, you got a good question for Unique New York during the commercial break. The best ones he came up with was who was mayor before Giuliani and a Zodiac Killer in San Francisco.
All right, let me go.
Out of all those questions, that's the best on those sheets?
Here's what, try some of these, Fez.
All right.
This New York landmark has 2 zoos, 2 lakes, ponds, fountains, a theater, tennis courts, rinks, even a replica of a medieval castle. What is it? Now, here's his next one, Al.
Let me guess.
This lady is 96 meters high. Come on.
It was Brooke Shields who finished a run in Cabaret.
Well, some of them seem very easy.
Seem? Al, do you check your people's work?
Yes, I do.
And this all seemed agreeable to you?
Name the kick line who performs at the Radio City Music Hall.
This is pathetic.
I discussed with him that I thought the questions were very easy, and he said there were a couple challenging ones on there.
All right, here's this. This is one of the challenging ones. What's the name of the house where the mayor of New York lives?
No, that wasn't one that I was talking about.
This is already sent to a Zodiac Killer, 1969, San Francisco. That's the Zodiac Killer. Now, did we have one in New York?
I'm pretty sure there's one in the 80s in New York.
Hey, Mike, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hi, Mike.
Yeah, hi. Zodiac Killer was in Central Park in spring of 1990. He'd walk up to homeless people, ask them what their sign was, and if it was in keeping with his grand scheme, he'd shoot them.
How did anybody knows what he said to them?
Because one guy survived. One homeless guy lived. This was part of the Dickens administration when the city was full of super criminals.
Yeah, the Dickens.
We had Dartman the same summer.
Yeah, remember Dartman? That was a great one.
We had wolf packs, raping joggers. We had whirlpool gangs.
And people don't realize what a short time ago that was.
Yeah, I mean, and, it really, we called for Commissioner Gordon, and I guess he showed up, and,
No, we actually had Batman. We had Batman as a mayor.
Yeah, well, we needed him.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks.
That's it. So,
the same era we had super villains.
All right, Al, come on over here and kill a beer as quick as you can to relax yourself after what happened today.
All right.
So, we got any Sweet Melissa things after the show tonight, Fez?
Yeah, I think we should be all ready to go. And they're the short and new improved versions, so it shouldn't take too long. There you go.
Cute.
There you go, Albie Beer Man.
Come on, Beer Man. This is a Zodiac. Oh, God. You sip like an English woman.
I can't chug any type of beverage.
Why do you drink Side Saddle? That's what I don't understand.
Makes my eyes water.
Seriously. You're a sidewinder with your drink. Like Popeye having something. It's just going up there.
Just pouring it in the side of his face, Joe Rockhead. You're not even halfway through it yet.
I just started.
We'll just wait. How do you like that? We'll just pull the show over to the side of the road and we'll just wait.
Hey, Rich, you're on Fez.
Hey, Rich.
Hey, guys.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, I gotta talk to Al.
He's right here.
Al's being a knucklehead.
He's killing a beer.
He's pouring a beer into a teacup. Go ahead.
He needs to calm down a little. I mean, he's got to drink more than a couple beers. He's got no balls.
I'm very relaxed.
Al,
more beers, more balls.
You're dead. You got flies on your mouth. I hear you every night. I'm listening to you every night. You sound like you're dead. There's no emotion there.
No, I just don't get all heated up over a lot
He's
of
a
things.
beaten man.
I understand, Al. I'm just saying, if someone... I looked at the pictures on NEW. I can't believe what Opie did to that thing. He destroyed that thing.
So the pictures are up on WNEW?
Oh, yeah, they're great pictures.
All right, thanks a lot.
It's amazing.
There's about 7 or 8 of them up there.
Yeah.
And there's a giant sledgehammer, that Gallagher-looking sledgehammer.
Yeah, right.
But Al, man, I would be pissed. I mean, I don't care. You know what? You know why Opie gives you a hard time? It's because you don't have balls.
Because he can.
Because he can. If you let him do that kind of stuff, I mean, if you put up with it.
No, it wouldn't be a smart business decision on my part.
I'm going to tell you the truth.
Retaliate.
Yeah, you know what? You come up with a good thing, because I know Opie doesn't like you. But then I think a part of him actually enjoys not liking you. I mean, I saw the gleam in his eye when he was breaking that machine.
Because he wanted to see you crushed. He wanted to see your heart broken.
And it happened.
Well, he hurt a lot of other people here, too, by taking the game away.
Who? All the people chanting his name and cheering? Those folks?
I mean, once they knew it was inevitable, they cheered for the smash.
Oh, well, they did not. Don't act like this was an Argentina mob.
Where are you from, Spock? Captain.
Your logic escapes me. On my planet, that pinball machine would last eons.
For we would care for it. In a logical sense.
Why don't you tell us a joke? Al, you know one joke?
Let me think. I do know a joke.
Of course.
Wait a minute, this is a talking horse? I'd love to see that.
With a drinking problem.
And that's all you could come up with, bartender? I would yell. I think the joke should end. How the hell can you talk? You're a horse. That would be the perfect ending to that joke.
I know. I'm not a joke teller, but that's the only one I know.
You know any jokes, Fez?
Do I know any jokes? No.
Jokes very rarely make me laugh.
Yeah.
Very rare.
None that,
All right, here's a joke that actually made me laugh, and it's awful. A pedophile is taking a kid through the woods, and it's dark out.
Yeah.
And the little kid says, a pedophile's taking him through the woods. He's like, I'm so afraid. And the pedophile looks down and says, you're afraid? I got to go back alone. I'm the one that's...
That's awful.
Because they kill. So, Al, you got yours?
Yeah. Baby seal walks into a club. And that's it, because they club baby seals for their
friends. Let me tell you something. I'm part of Greenpeace now. And if you find that funny, I'm going to knock you out.
Oh, I thought other people would laugh.
Who?
Just the, people
Canadians?
in the audience.
Canadians?
You're disgusting now.
Get out. Take your beer and get out.
Your
Get out.
killing ways.
That was actually a cute joke, wasn't it? That was a cute joke.
877-692-1027.
Hey, Scott, you're on the Fez. Tell Al to come back in. I'm going to see him drink that beer so he's not pouring it.
Hey, how you doing, guys?
Hey, buddy.
Got a question. Hey, Al. Actually, there's two things. One, my daughter's 10. She's got more balls than you.
Oh!
I would love to meet her.
How did that happen? She a hermaphrodite?
No, actually, the thing is, my daughter right now has a brown belt in martial arts.
But how did she get the gonads?
How'd she get the going? She just kicked ass.
Oh.
That's about it. She doesn't take any ads from anybody.
Took them from a competitor.
I don't get that.
But kids don't have to think about consequences.
Oh, yeah, right.
Or careers and stuff like that.
Kids don't have to think of things. It's a nightmare being a kid out there, Al.
Well, this
they
is
can just
true,
go to
but-
school and fight anyone they want to.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. There's one other thing. Hey, Al, I got a question. You remember your first DJ?
I don't think we can.
See ya.
We can't get
That didn't go out? No.
But how long did it take the guy out?
I was never with a guy ever.
I thought you said giving. I thought you said you remember giving your first.
And you said yes.
Yeah. And you said yes.
Your first beach.
And then you made that international beach.
No, that's never happened.
Yeah.
Didn't you actually say this, Al? Won't tell anybody.
Did you finish that beer yet?
Fezzy, here's the guy with the joke. If it's actually funny, let's give him the tickets, okay? Because I'm too mad over the unique New York thing.
Yeah. When you need to know unique San Francisco, we'll have a game show for you people.
I'm telling you, we told Billy he was going to slide fast, and is it happening?
Right in front of us. It's a landslide.
All right, let me check. Rory, you're his best friend on the show. Is it happening, or am I crazy?
No, I definitely see it happening.
Okay. We're training where to take a breath. Slow but sure, and push him with a muscle.
Al's still in the room.
Yeah, but he's stupid.
That's for sure. Did you hear the seal joke?
The seal walks into a club.
Didn't even see it coming.
And then it died. That should be the ending joke. And then it died.
With blood on the snow.
Oh, yeah, and then also the baby seal was clubbed. Hey, have you noticed this when you're walking through New York? All right, how many years has the I'll throw paint on you if you're wearing fur thing been around? 20? 10, 15, something like that?
Seems like it's been around for a while.
You still see, on any given day, 20, 30 fur coats.
I think fur is having a big, big comeback.
Nobody bothers these people anymore?
I guess no one's throwing paint now. But a lot of people are wearing fur again.
You know you're going to piss somebody off, right?
Right, and they don't care where it's a coat, a hat, a scarf, boots. They are decorated in pelts again.
You might as be wearing one of those New York effing city things because you're going to offend. What are you doing? Doing a showing over here. You're crowding all around me.
Rory likes to keep things tidy.
Rory, try to get out, Joe. Keep him moving tonight. He's had a rough day with Opie.
He lost a pinball machine and a friend earlier.
He lost his best friend. He lost his best friend.
877-692-1027.
Ben, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hello, Ben.
Hey. Hi. Big ass card member 12103.
Hooah! Hooah!
All right, man. Got a joke for you guys.
Oh, good. I would love to hear one.
All right. This guy walks into a bar. And he says, "Bartender, give me a beer. How much would it cost?" The bartender says, "Only 1 cent." He says, "Really? That's pretty cheap." "Yeah, only 1 cent." "Okay, give me beer." A couple beers later, the guy says, "Bartender, do you have any food?" Bartender says, "Sure. Lobster thermidor, filet mignon. But it's going to cost you some real money." The guy goes, "I understand. How much?" He goes, 4 cents. The guy looks at him and says, 4 cents? How much? Why is it 4 cents? Bartender says, "Well, you see, my wife's upstairs with the boss." "Oh, what's he doing upstairs with her?" "Same thing I'm doing to his business."
Oh, God. That's not worth tickets, is it?
Sweet Melissa will make you the judge.
No, but it was cute.
No, it wasn't.
She thought it was cute.
actually an old...
That makes my day right there.
All right. Yeah.
All right.
She says I'm cute.
You know what's going to happen? That joke is going to go on to be some sort of urban legend, where some guy's going to say, I know a friend who actually went to a restaurant.
No, I heard it with a car.
That's right. Yeah, the guy's Corvette.
Right. That's a Corvette story.
He told me to sell the Corvette and send him whatever you got for it.
You know all these urban legends? How come there's never a suburban legend? You think they'd have one? There's
something going on in the
people in the suburbs.
Rural legends.
I can't believe how many jokes are up there. It'll be up to you, Melissa.
Okay.
877-692-1027.
Hey, Butch, you're on a Fez.
Hey, Butch.
How's it going?
Hey.
I got a joke for you.
Go ahead.
All right, Afro-American walks in the bar with a parrot on his shoulder. Bartender goes, wow, that's neat. Where'd you get that? Parrot goes, Africa. There's millions of them.
White people are so scared of black people.
Parrot isn't going to be able to say that.
No matter how well you teach it.
That's exactly.
So that's another thumbs down.
No. I didn't think that one was going to win.
Here is Robert. Robert, you're on a Fez.
Hello, Robert.
I got a quick joke.
All right, go ahead.
Why did the pervert cross the road?
Why is that?
Because his junk was stuck in the chicken.
That was awful.
Yeah, that's
That's
bad stuff.
Sweet Melissa likes chicken. She defends them.
Now I'm starving.
What's against all the animals? I mean, there's a lot of hating animals.
There's a lot of anti-animal humor out there.
I mean, I started...
All right, Joe Pooh's waving. He's got a big joke. Joe, what's your street joke? Everybody has one joke. All right, stand with.
I hate these things.
Yeah, I know. Everyone hates them.
Right.
Okay, so an Italian, a Chinese guy, and a Polak go into the desert.
Hold on.
Wait, which street now?
What street you on? Somewhere down south?
The street is the Mason-Dixon line.
Where are you, in Buckhead, right outside of Atlanta? All right, so
I think it's Beale Street, Ronnie. I'm not sure.
And why be nice to everybody until you get the Polish people? You're Polish, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
Well, I thought you wouldn't like that name.
You're not Polish?
No.
How'd you like a little in you?
No, that's not the joke, you idiot.
That isn't even how it goes, you moron.
You are a moron. You got to say, do you have any, like, say to Melissa, do you have any Polish in you?
I said no.
Oh, would you like some? Bada bing.
There's the joke. You're Polish. No, I'm not. Want some in you? What? Like right here.
You're an idiot.
What a retard. Oh, all right. Break out the scotch. You
want to drink the scotch?
You had it on air, faux pas.
Why don't you
Break
and Al
out the scotch?
Why don't you and Al go shot for shot with the scotch?
I can't drink scotch.
What can you drink that we got then?
Beer. Or vodka.
Here's, we got vodka?
You got vodka?
Hey, what's up?
He's your guy. So, hey, Pete, you're on
Nothing
Fez.
more.
How's it going? Yeah, I got a joke for you.
Yeah.
How did Helen Keller's parents punish her?
Helen Kellen?
Helen Keller.
How's that?
They left the plunger in the toilet.
I didn't like it, no.
I don't think that would punish her.
It's a little blind, deaf, mute girl riding a plunger.
Because she didn't even see it there.
Hey, Robert. Robert, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, I have a joke.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Yeah, a man walks into a pharmacy and he announces that he wants to buy some condoms for his 12-year-old daughter. Pharmacist looks at him in shock and says, "Your 12-year-old daughter is active?" And the man says, "Not really. She just sort of lays there like a mother."
Oh, God, that's awful.
What, you didn't like it, sweet Melissa?
Oh, you know, why does everyone think I like the daddy,
that's
touching
awful.
children humor?
Terrible.
If it ain't a kid getting touched or plunged, it's an animal getting skinned.
Now, I thought my pedophile joke was more of a murder joke, which we can all enjoy. Because that's rare.
You can relate to that.
Hey, Steve. Steve, you're on Ron and Fez. Somebody needs to check the jokes before they get on the air. Steve, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, I got a joke for you.
Yeah.
Ham Sandwich walks into a bar.
Yeah.
Says to the bartender, "Give me a beer, please." Bartender says, "I'm sorry, we don't serve food here." Bada bing.
We need the 60-minute thing just to go like that.
Cricket.
Just a little 60-minute thing. No, I'm only kidding, right? I don't need it
Tick,
now.
tick, tick.
Tick, tick, boom, we need. Hey, Andrew. Andrew, you're on Run and Fez?
Hey, Andrew.
Hello.
Yeah.
What do you got for us, Andrew?
What's going on, guys? I got a good joke for you. Two blondes walk into a bar screaming 51 days, cheering it while they're holding a puzzle in their hands. They go up to the bar, they order a shot from the bartender. They drink the shot, they start cheering 51 days again. Bartender looks at them and says, ladies, if you don't mind me asking, why are you guys chanting 51 days? The ladies say, you see this puzzle we completed right here? Bartender says, yeah. So it only took us 51 days. Bartender says, so what's the big deal? They say, see the box? It says 1 to 2 years.
Sorry. Our jokes aren't funny. That's the main thing here.
I think we've proven that.
But if we get to 1, we'll give out the WWF tickets.
It's tickets to see Raw at Madison Square Garden on Monday. This coming Monday, January 7th. Few tickets still available through all Ticketmaster outlets.
So far, the only joke that made me laugh was, are you Polish? Do you want some in ya?
Are you Polish? Do you want some?
Waka waka. It doesn't even make sense. Al, what are you going to drink against Joe?
Beers is my thing.
I'm very disappointed in both of you. I thought you'd be hitting that scotch. If it's not for off the air, it's perfect, Chris.
Yeah, exactly. Can down a glass of it off the air, bring it up on the air, can't go with a bit.
I got violent last night and puked blood after the show. I don't know if I could do that again.
Now, that would be interesting on the air. It'd be like last night if you said, I broke up a pinball machine after the show.
No, I get you. You don't want to see me puke blood, though.
I got no reason to not want to see that.
Damon, you're on Run and Fez?
Yeah, I got a joke.
Hey, Damon.
Hey. All right, there's two homeless guys, and they live down the street from the railroad tracks. And one goes to the other one, he's like, yeah, I had the greatest night last night. I found a half a bottle of wine, and I drank it. I found half a cigar, I smoked it. I found half a sandwich, and I ate it. It was the best day of my life. And the other guy's like, that's nothing. I found this chick today. I asked her all day from when the sun went up to when the sun went down. And the other guy's like, that's great. Did she give you oral? And he's like, no, I couldn't find her head.
Uh-huh.
Sorry.
I thought it worked better when it used to be a Vietnam joke.
Some of them don't work with the updated versions.
Mike, you're on Run and Fez.
Hey, Ron and Fez. What's up, sweet Melissa?
Hi.
Oh,
Hi, all right,
no one ever does this. What's up to you, Fez, you, and me? But then they'll take that extra time for sweet Melissa.
Oh, nice little gratuity there.
All right, guys, I got a quick one for you.
Oh, no.
Hello?
What do you got, Mike?
All right. What's black and sits on top of the steps?
What's black and sits on top of the steps? I don't know.
Christopher Reeves after a fire. Oh, come on. That wasn't a long one. That was a short and sweet. Ronnie, that's me. Turn that off.
It's me. It's me, man.
Oh, hey, turn up the clock.
That was a joke. The others were stories.
Yeah, that's true, too. Hey, Louie, you're on Run and Fez.
Hey, Louie.
Yo, what's going on?
What do you got, Louie?
All right, here we go. What's the difference between a black guy and a pizza?
I don't know. What is the difference between a black guy and a pizza?
A pizza can feed a family of 4.
White people are so scared of black people.
Fezzy, don't laugh at that.
That is so wrong.
It's awful. It's not even close to being funny. We got to find one good joke and we can get out of this bit. I don't know why we even started it.
One good joke wins tickets to see the WWF at Madison Square Garden this coming Monday.
Hey, Joe, you're on Ron and Fez?
Hey, Ron and Fez. Hey, sweet Melissa. How you doing?
Hiya, Joe.
I got a quick joke for you.
All right.
Okay, a duck walks into a pharmacy. He asks the pharmacist for a little stick of chapstick, and the pharmacist says, how would you like to pay for this? He goes, put it on my bill.
Sweet Melissa's laughing.
But, I'm the only one, so
No,
sorry.
it's you're the judge. You're the judge.
It just startled me. It was cute.
But that's what a joke's supposed to do.
I know.
Now, I'm sure that thing was in vaudeville, that joke.
Someone in very big suspenders told that joke originally.
Now, Joe, did this actually happen?
I
Did
don't
the duck
know.
really do that? Because that would be great.
I think that's a
What's
suburban
the duck
legend.
did? You want to give it to him?
No, I don't. I think we should hold out.
Okay, I'm sorry, Joe.
Okay. Sorry, Joe.
All right.
I think you came the closest so
Yeah.
far.
Now,
But
to
ducks
me,
don't have lips.
you know what? We should have called it. You know what? Give him a pair of tickets on me. And here's how we'll change the game, Fezzy.
All right.
And we'll call it Make Melissa Laugh.
Okay. That's fair.
So since he actually did, I'll give him the tickets, and we got another pair.
All right. And we'll do it that way. And what I'll do is I'll even raise Sweet Melissa's microphone up a little bit more.
Okay.
So that even the slightest giggle can now be heard.
Oh, no.
Now, this is what she sounds
You hear
like
how loud she
when
is
she
now.
laughs. She's got an easy laugh.
Right.
Now, one time during the show, I saw her laughing so hard she fell down and hit her head, and that's because Fezzy changed the name of Christmas to Lent because she came in and lent us presents for Christmas. Her presents to us was, here's some books, give them back when you're done.
Did you get her those Christmas gifts back yet?
No, I'm still reading her Christmas gift, and then I'll return it.
She needs that back.
Just for next year.
All right.
All right,
We're
so-
hearing the slightest giggle. I just want you to know.
Make Melissa laugh.
She is the judge.
Hey, Patrick, you're around, Fez?
How you doing, boys? Hi, Melissa. Get ready to laugh.
All right, are you ready?
You're ready now.
To make Melissa laugh.
Beautiful woman, blonde, walking down Fifth Avenue. Old woman, and she's wearing a mink coat. An old woman comes up to her. Says, do you know how many animals they had to kill to make that coat? And the beautiful blonde looks back and says, no, but do you know how many men I had to sleep with to get it?
Ooh, nothing.
Awful.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Not really.
Not even a little smile?
Not even a blink.
No.
That sounds like one of those jokes that you would end with, but it's funnier in Italian. You know what I mean? An old lady will tell you that, and then later she'll go, but it's funnier in Italian.
Because it rhymes or
Right,
something.
I didn't understand. But apparently Italian. It must be great to be a comedian there. All right, here's Steve, and you're ready to make Melissa laugh.
What's up, guys?
Hey, buddy.
All right. Skeleton walks into a bar, asks for a drink and a mop.
Why is that?
Come on.
All right, not even close to a laugh because she didn't even get it.
I was still waiting.
Huh.
Pat, it's your turn to make Melissa laugh.
Hello?
What is wrong with him?
I don't know. He's yours, Fezzy.
He's not mine. I don't want him.
All right, Joe.
Hello? Hello?
Take it outside for a second. Think to yourself, is this what you want to do? And then later come in and talk to Fez about it, okay?
All right, you can do that. But I am not taking credit for you anymore.
You're supposed to. I had Billy.
I don't have the strength.
I have Billy who's failing horrible, and then you got the kid with all the talent in the future.
Well, then I'll go ahead and consider mine a loss and put him under Billy.
Pat,
Hello?
it's your turn. You have to make Melissa laugh. That's so stupid.
All right, you guys
Oh,
ready?
wait,
for
hold on. We just made her laugh.
I know.
Because there's something named after her.
Let her get her composure back.
Yeah.
this? All right.
Go ahead.
All right, you guys ready for this?
Yes, please go.
All right. Why did the monkey fall out of the tree?
Why?
Because it was dead.
That's a that's
Come
a
on.
that's a
Come on, Melissa.
classic. I know. That's
Come on, Melissa.
that's a classic though, and I've heard it before. That's why I didn't laugh.
Oh, come on. I'm a diehard wrestling fan. I'm dying for tickets
Oh,
to
now
this
see,
one.
now that's pathetic.
I don't
think she laughed.
And that's not funny.
No, I
now,
didn't.
Melissa,
Not
your whole
funny.
thing, too, is to hold out unless, it's really funny.
No.
But you're laughing because he's stupid of telling an old joke.
He was telling an old joke, and then he was like, "Come on,
Yeah,
come
right.
on." And,
Right.
I know.
That's
The
not
joke
fair.
itself, yeah, whatever.
Unfortunately, your natural instinct is to be kind to people.
I know. Isn't it awful?
Well, you got to be cruel to be kind in the right measure.
Mm.
All right, who wrote Me and Billy Are Fighting Out Here? Who writes that up on my screen? And it disappears.
Oh.
Might be funny. Al. Come in, Al. I have no idea.
All right,
what the
Al's
hell-
had a beer. Let's remember that much.
Did you write that up there?
Yes, I did.
What is it that's going on?
Because I went out there to get on the phones to find the funny joke.
Yeah.
And Billy says to me, yeah, like you know jokes. And I said, I don't know jokes? He said, no, you don't know jokes. And then he slammed something. I said, I know jokes. I know funny.
It's coming
You've
down.
had a beer and a half, right?
Actually, just one beer.
And you're a little smoked right now.
Well, I know funny things. I don't have to write parody songs to know things that are funny.
You are not eligible for the tickets because right now everyone's laughing at you.
Seriously,
I know funny jokes.
All right, now I just see Billy walking away from his post.
He's very angry.
I bring Billy in.
Someone up to get him.
All right, you don't get.
He's gone down the hallway. He's gone down to the office.
You don't get to just quit here, do you?
No, you don't. 2 weeks' notice.
Ronnie, I know it was ragtag at best, but it's coming down around our ears.
It's looking like a weird night.
A weird night? You're all falling apart on us.
Kill that beer. Billy, what is wrong with you out there?
Why are you yelling at Al about trying to find a funny joke on the line?
No, Al just comes down and he goes, "Oh, let me get in there. I know funny jokes."
He's drunk after a beer.
I'm like, you know what, Al, you don't know funny, but hit you in the side of the head. And you know what? Then he goes, "Get this winner online," and the wrong line. And he's like, "What the hell are you doing?" It's let me get back at the phones and do what I'm doing.
Billy, would you say seriously drunk after a beer? If you were a state trooper, would you take him in? Even though he passes the test, you'd still take him in now.
It's like he's one beer, he comes in here, like he's getting railed, he comes down and starts picking on me. I'm not going to stand for that.
My favorite thing was, I told Billy I know jokes. He says, "You know jokes?" I said, "I know jokes." Well, you don't know jokes. Say no jokes one more time and see if you don't get your face boxed.
All right, Hawk just writes, now Pooh's fighting on the phone with somebody. Bring Pooh back in.
What in the world?
Sweet Melissa, have you ever seen it this bad?
No, this is wild.
He threw something up against the wall before.
Why are you doing that?
Why are you throwing stuff?
Why are you such a snitch? Why are you throwing stuff against the wall?
I threw my pen across the studio. I didn't hit anybody.
Why did he do it, Al?
I don't know.
He got thrown out of here?
No. He seemed angry about something else.
What are you angry about, Joe?
Are you angry about something else or what happened in here?
No, I'm fine.
Then why would you throw something? You mad at your pen?
Yeah. What are you doing over there, Joe? What's going on?
Nothing. What's going on?
We're doing a bit here, and people are writing to me. Joe's fighting with callers, and and then Al says you're throwing stuff.
I didn't even touch the phone.
No, when you walked out before you whipped the pen.
No, not that. One beard is drunk.
And he is a snitch. You know what? Here's the thing. Here's what I would love for you people to know. If any one of you had a real job in a real office building and you whipped a pen across the room, you would be fired. They would haul you away and Baker Act any one of you.
And I'll tell you, Al, it starts with you because these guys work with you and you're always punching walls and stuff.
That's true.
You're leading by example by throwing your shoulders into doorways.
All right, we're going to take a break. Because we're not. The game is make Melissa laugh. She's crying.
I feel so bad for
Now
everybody.
we got a long way to get her back to even.
She's seeing a divorce in her family is what it looks like to her.
It's going to take forever to get her just happy and pleasant again. Never mind laughing.
Fezzy, do the middle child divorce dance for her.
Look at me, I'm doing a funny dance. Everyone stop fighting and look at me.
When mommy and daddy see that, they're going to stop fighting and we'll all have love again.
I used to have to lip sync Harper Valley PTA.
Would that work?
That usually worked.
Then your parents would stop throwing things?
I would run with the record album and put it on the stereo. Look at me!
I want to tell you a little story about Harper Valley PTA.
That is true. It is sad and true.
That is the most pathetic fat girl story I've ever heard in my life.
I would run with that record album.
That's the day my mom.
That's so sad.
That is pitiful. All right, so we got another tense night in here. Here's the thing. Again, producers make me and Fez feel better. Why are we trying to cheer you up or tell you, hey, don't take it the rough way?
I know. Why do we have to chill you out?
Yeah.
I mean, so far, one of you drunks have tried to sabotage a game show by giving us questions about San Francisco. Other people aren't going along with the bit tonight. If anyone should be throwing stuff, shouldn't it be Ronnie and I? Seriously?
Oh, who's there?
God. Me, you, and Spurrier. Get the boys back together.
Glad that boys are back in town.
877-692-1027.
We're Ron and Fez.
Ron and Fez. 1027 WNEW.
Teenage daughter who attended Hopper Valley Junior High.
I'm doing the funny Hopper Valley, Dad.
Well, her daughter came home.
I'm fighting everyone.
Why was you shaking your ass to this?
I did. I would stick my butt out and shake it really fast back and forth.
No, your parents were kind of country fans, I guess?
Oh, yeah. Sure. Jenny C. Riley.
Who was it?
Was it Jenny C. Riley? Jenny C. Riley?
Wasn't he in Magnolia and Boogie Nights?
No.
All right, we're playing a little game here. Make Melissa laugh, Fezzy.
That is the game.
She's got an easy laugh.
I do laugh easily.
And winner picks up some WWF tickets.
We got her on a hot mic here. If you could tell the joke that makes her laugh, you're going to go see WWF's Raw at Madison Square Garden this coming Monday. Tickets available. A few tickets left at Ticketmaster outlets.
All right, here we go, folks. Make her laugh. First person who really makes her laugh. And we'll give you the tickets. Here's Ivan. Ivan, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, boys, number 1553. Thank you. Hi, Melissa.
Hi, baby.
What's the difference between a Jew and a canoe?
What?
A canoe tips. Thank you.
Just,
what's wrong?
Just racism. Hey, Dan, you're on Ron and Fez.
Not if you float it right. Hi, Dan.
Hey, guys, how you doing?
What do you got, Dan?
All right, here you go. I think I got the winner for you.
All right, hold on, because wait. Melissa's laughing a little bit from Fez. And Fez, you can't win. Make Melissa laugh.
We have to, every now and then, we do have to stop and reset Melissa.
Right, we got to reset her.
I just have to take a deep breath.
Yeah. All right, hold on, because you're giggling.
Okay, Dan.
And you give him the go-ahead, Melissa.
Dan, please go ahead.
What is better than winning the gold medal at the Special Olympics?
What is better than winning the gold medal at the Special Olympics?
Not being retarded.
Jeez, that's so sad.
I didn't like that at all. I'm sorry, Dan.
She works with those kids.
They're my friends.
Well, she makes them make Nike shoes. That's not exactly helping them.
Sweatshop's such a dirty word.
It's hot in there. It's steaming in that place. We work hard. Who's complaining? Eric, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Melissa, how you doing?
Hi, Eric.
Are you ready?
Sure, go ahead.
All right, are you reset, Melissa?
I'm not even laughing. All right, go ahead, Eric.
Why are black people so tall?
Why are they so tall, Eric?
Because they're Negroes.
White people are so scared of black people.
See ya.
Are these even jokes anymore?
Well, they're Negroes. So
all right.
Grow.
So, all right.
Should be knees grow, not just knee.
Yeah, because their knees grows.
Yeah.
Either way. No.
I only laugh at white jokes.
They are the funniest people.
And one is the loneliest number.
That is true.
Although two can be as lonely as one.
It's the loneliest number.
Since the number wumber.
Mm-hmm.
Why do they say wumber in that song? Okay, reset, Melissa.
Take a deep breath.
Okay.
KP, your chance to make Melissa laugh.
Hey, what's going on, Melissa?
Hey, buddy.
Go ahead. Tell me a joke, KP.
All right. How do you know when an Indian reaches puberty?
How do you know?
When they take their diaper off and put it on their head?
I didn't like that at all. All right. Goodbye.
All right, so it's an Eastern Indian.
Yeah. Sure. Well,
I thought Native American, and I didn't understand why they were wearing diapers.
Al, did I hear you joke? It ain't make Al laugh.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Kill a beer. All right?
Kill a beer for us, please.
And get off this Archie Bunker trip you got yourself on. Hey, how are those guys behaving out there now? We went and had talks with them.
It's quiet.
Yeah.
Quiet outside.
Quiet but tense?
Just quiet.
Listen,
Did you see the look on them?
Just quiet. Melissa, is it rough for you to be around on the night when Fez and I have to discipline the children?
I was sitting here, I was just like, okay, please, no one talk to me. I just want to, you know, when you want to just blend into the wall, you just...
Here's what I suggest. Put on Harper Valley PTA. It used to work when my family fights. All right?
Yeah. Maybe I won't steal your song. I'll have to think of my own.
Just shake your bottom back and forth and lip sync the word.
I'll tell you what, if I was your dad, I would have got a divorce right then as soon as I saw that. They actually laughed at you doing this?
And if it helps, put on a short skirt like the woman in the song did. Man, for some reason, Sunday night was fight night at our house.
I see you as being the king on the kid on King of the Hill.
Oh, yeah, totally. He's
Bobby.
so Bobby. He's so Bobby.
Going into prop commentary.
Bobby, I don't think you should be singing that song.
That's pretty good. That should be your new character. Henry
Henry Hill.
Oh, Henry Hill from Goodfellas. Let's do Goodfellas with Henry Hill starring. Jeff, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Jeff.
Hey, Melissa, Ron and Fez, what's going on?
How are you? Let's hear your joke, Jeff.
All right, what does a gay horse eat?
I don't know, Jeff. What does he eat?
Hey!
I heard that the other day on something, but that wasn't...
I feel like that was a shot of Fez.
I know. I think it was.
Yeah, no.
Hey!
That should be better if it was a gay
I know
whore.
where I heard it. I won't say.
Where'd you hear
Was it on this show?
It was on the station.
Whose show?
Don and Mike's.
Oh.
Sorry.
Spy report wasn't enough. They have to take hay,
Spy
too.
report. Spy report.
Yeah, but don't start, Fez. They're on Paxil.
Oh, that's true. They don't know what they're doing.
It's,
Oh, I didn't know this was going into another song here. 876921027. WWF tickets on the line to see Raw at Madison Square Garden this coming Monday. All you have to do is make Melissa laugh.
Which normally is very easy.
Hawk, what do you think of these jokes so far? Melissa hasn't found any of them funny. What do you think?
Awesome. All right, he says awesome.
All right. Good thing it's not make Hawk laugh.
Sure. Well, then he's got a chance to go work with Donna. Donna P. is her producer. All right, here's Glenn. Glenn, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hi, Glenn.
Hey, boys, 9040. Hey, Melissa, why'd the condom fly across the room?
Why?
They got pissed off.
I don't even know if we can get that on the air.
I think they cleared that one before it went on.
I don't know why.
Well, thank you for checking on the regulation.
Do you think Melissa would make a better producer than anything we got?
Oh, yes.
I wouldn't.
You would.
I don't want to be caught in a fight.
That broken nothing against Sweet Melissa, but that broken pinball machine would make a better producer than what we got.
How many nights a week do you think we make you cry?
That you make...
How many would we make you cry if you were a producer?
If you were our executive producer.
No.
Would we ever yell at you and you start crying?
If you yelled at me, I would take it and just make sure I never did it again. That's all I'm saying. Like,
I'd rather see you cry.
I would. All right. If you'd like me to cry, I cry easily.
I love it when Al cries.
And we've made Al cry a lot.
I'm more vocal than Al.
Maybe that'll be the next thing. Make Al cry. That'll be our next one.
Make Al cry!
All right, reset, Melissa.
All right, yeah.
Here's Jared. Jared, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hi, Jared.
Hey, order 10512. All right, Melissa. What kind of bee makes milk?
What kind of bee makes milk?
What
Boo bee.
Oh. Yeah.
Wow, that was awful.
That's a nursery school Dixie Riddle Cup.
Here's
Dilio.
Burnt Trail. Burnt Trail, you're on Ron and Fez.
Burnt Trail.
Hey, guys, how you doing?
Yeah.
Hey, Mel.
Hey, what are you doing?
Gonna try and make you laugh.
All right, let's hear it.
Why don't Afghans go out to bars?
Why don't they?
Because they can get bombed at home.
All right. That's good. I mean, I like the patriotic.
Timely.
Yeah, I like the patriotic aspect.
And topical.
Didn't make you laugh, though, huh?
No.
Okay, Mel. Here's Ben. Ben, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ben.
How you doing, boys?
All right. Melissa is here. She is reset, and she's waiting for your joke.
I hope she laughs. All right, here it is. There's a little boy who has a problem with his language. Imagine like a young Fez. He has problems not cursing, and his parents tell him if he can not curse till Christmas, they'll buy him a little red wagon. He does it. They buy the wagon, and he's thrilled. He's sitting in the wagon, pushing himself along one day, and he gets stuck in a crack. Just yells out, F! Priest says, walking by, he says, little boy, you shouldn't say that. God's all around. He might hear you. Little boy looks at him innocently, says, is God in me? Yes. Is God in you? Yes. Is God in the wagon? Priest says, yes. Little boy looks at him and says, well then, Tell God to get the F out and push.
Comedy is hard.
It is.
Wow.
It's hard.
I think a comedy tumbleweed just blew through that joke.
And I also think you people owe us an apology. Because Fez and I are in here swinging every night. Every night. And it's not like you have these high standards that we're not meeting. A lot of this stuff is Dixie Riddle Cup jokes.
Yeah. And I don't think anyone's getting the WWF ticket.
No. Here's Corey. Corey, you're on Fez.
Hi, Corey.
Hi. Big ass car number 13701.
Melissa tried to push that at the woo.
I think you're going to have to reset Melissa there.
Yeah,
Melissa needs to reset.
Yeah. Here's what the only way to make her laugh. Look, that's how what a tough laugh she is.
Thank you, Will Robinson.
Wow.
All right, hold on.
All right.
We got to reset her.
Breathe, Melissa.
Here, I got to smack her and then hit the Harpy Valve PTA. She'll cry away thinking about little Bobby Hill.
Okay. Okay.
You ready, Melissa?
Yes, please go.
All right, hold on. We got the Harpy Valve PTA.
And they were sure surprised when Mrs. Johnson wore her mini skirt into the...
Fezzy, do you know they made this
Bobby, would you take off that skirt?
Did you know that they ended up making this into a movie?
Yeah, and then I think it was a TV series with Barbara Eden.
Where every week she was yelling at the Harper Valley PTA?
Every week there was some problem with the Parent-Teacher Association.
I thought those meetings only came up twice a year. All right, Corey.
I'm ready for you, Corey.
All righty. Two blondes walk into a bar. You would have thought one of them would have seen it.
No.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I'm sorry, I gotta...
Joe, let's go.
All right.
We're going to keep the jokes moving here on Make Melissa Laugh.
All right, go ahead. Joe?
Hey, how are you, Melissa?
How you doing? Let's hear your joke.
Hi, Ron and Beth. My joke is, two potatoes on a street corner. How do you know which one is a hooker?
How do you know?
The one with the sticker that says Idaho.
Idaho.
I win.
Wait a minute. I think I made her laugh.
Well, you
Ron made...
No, Ron, that's my joke.
All right, I'm going to give it to you just to end this thing.
Ron, you made her laugh.
I made her laugh.
All right, you know what? I'm going to put you on hold. Roy, let's get a playback on that.
Yeah, can we get a replay of when Joe did the punchline and when Ronnie did the punchline?
Because the whole thing is you got to make Melissa laugh. I'd love to go to WWF.
You clear.
There's a red flag on the field. This is being so challenged.
Yeah. All right, Fezzy, you know the kid at SmackDown last night who had the Ron and Fez sign?
Yeah, I saw that in the opening credits.
Oh, you were watching, were you?
I videotaped.
Well,
and then I saw it in the opening credits. I didn't get to see the whole show to see if it showed up again, though.
This morning, I opened up my email, and he sent me a bunch of pictures of Trish Stratus's ass from a different time that he was there.
Nice.
Had like 12 pictures of her in a G-string.
Wow.
All right, don't give Joe the tickets yet. We're going to replay this.
All right, so keep Joe hanging on the line.
We still got Joe on there, right?
We got drunks out.
Yeah, we got nothing but drunks.
All right, Joe is still hanging on the line.
So Roy's grabbing the playback for us, is he, Hawk?
Yeah.
So we'll have to listen to this.
All right.
And you know what? I'll tell you what. We'll clear everybody but Joe. Clear everybody but Joe and tell him thank you. It looks like we have a winner. But then maybe we'll put this up, Fezzy, as a debate here. Let people vote on it.
All right, yeah. Once we get the replay, and we'll bring it to all of you.
Yeah.
We're going to get the replay footage, and then Ronnie and I will stick our heads underneath those little canvases.
Right.
And look into some sort of picture camera.
You need to talk into phones, too.
Right. And then
right.
Everybody else will be able to enjoy this song, Harpy Valley PTA, with a 10-year-old Fez Watley dancing his chubby ass to it. I feel so bad. This is literally the saddest story I've ever heard in my life.
Is it really true?
Yeah, it's absolutely true.
Who would make that up?
I know. That is...
I can see Jeannie C. Riley's picture on the album cover.
And you really thought it would make...
And I probably, if I remember right, I probably got it for touching the stereo.
Sure, afterwards. And that also had your parents stop hitting each other if they could turn around and swing at you.
Oh, they used to fight on a Sunday night.
Why do you think?
I don't know what... I think Sunday night was the only night when they were actually home together.
I could see that. Like, too much home time.
Yeah, sure.
You know?
That was the only night of the week. Monday, Father was gone.
Right.
Saturday, Father was gone. During the rest of the week, Mother was gone.
I like my thing when folks are fighting. I'd fake an illness. Just throwing an illness at them. Act like I'm choking. That ought to stop all this trouble.
We had one girl across the street. Her parents were fighting, so we staged this very Brady Bunch elaborate. She fell off the monkey bar, and she needs both her parents. We did that one time.
Fez was so good at stopping people from fighting. Other kids would start and use them.
I should have gone to work in the UN, I guess. I don't know.
You're such a diplomat.
And I'd like to tell the ambassador from Iraq, this is the Harbor Valley PTA. Done.
There's India and Pakistan just laughing. There's no sense in fighting. The fat child amuses us so much.
Slapping each other on the back, just yucking it up.
Look how he puts his butt out. It's beautiful.
Why don't we get rid of all nuclear arms?
He's 10 years old, but the pants must be a 32 waist. It's so adorable.
And that ass would just go. That little assy would just shake.
I just want to squeeze him. Wait.
Here we go.
The Harper Valley.
The day my mama sucked it to the Harper Valley PTA.
What did she do? Because I know of the song, but I never really paid attention. I never lip-synced it, so...
I think she got called to the PTA because she was living like what they considered a trashy lifestyle.
Yeah, she had a short skirt.
She had a short skirt on, and so they were sending her kid home or so. Her kid came home crying because they were all talking about her mother. That's what it was. I remember. And so she went and said...
So the parents and teachers were talking about the mom to the child?
Right. And her kid came home crying, so she went and socked it to the Harper Valley PTA. And she got in front of the PTA and told all their secrets. About some woman dyeing her hair and how Mr. Johnson ain't been around home too often and stuff like that.
What a white trash anthem this is.
She let him have it. They were talking about her. She went and talked about him back.
All right, here's Joe. Joe, you claim you won the tickets, right?
I'm thinking that I won the tickets, yes.
All right. What was your big punchline of your joke again? Just tell people your joke one more time.
The joke was 2 potatoes sitting on the street corner.
Yeah.
How do you know which one is a hooker?
All right.
How do you know?
The one with the sticker that says Idaho.
Idaho.
Yeah.
All right, so that was the thing. Now, you claim that you made her laugh. Fez thinks maybe I inadvertently made her laugh.
Right. But the thing is, it was the joke, and if I would have said Idaho, you might not have taken it as, Idaho the state, Idaho potato. I had to say Idaho.
The name of the game is Make Melissa Laugh.
Yeah.
So who made Melissa laugh?
My joke.
All right, let's go back and listen to it.
Here's the replay, under consideration.
My joke is 2 potatoes on a street corner. How do you know which one is a hooker?
How do you know?
The one with the sticker that says Idaho.
Idaho.
I win.
Wait a minute, I think I made her laugh.
Okay, that's the replay. Listen Joe, listen to the gap of silence after you say the punchline.
All right, also, I owned a comedy club for a long time. You never want to open up with, here's my joke. That, you're sending a balloon up there.
You're right. Well, you're right, but I'm not a comedian. It was just a joke.
You're a brilliantly funny man.
You're not even a ticket winner.
All right, I'll tell you what. We'll leave it up to the other callers. Does that seem fair to you, Joe? Have a vote.
It's your show. Whatever.
Tell me if it doesn't seem fair to you.
No, it's fair. Go ahead.
I wish they would do this in instant replay in the NFL. Just let the stadium vote.
I think people are going to want to get behind Joe.
I don't think so.
Fellow callers.
It's your show.
Kyle, what do you think?
I don't think he should win because that was also a joke from Don and Mike.
You're a geek. What Don and Mike? Who listens to them?
All right, now you're getting angry. You're an
I'm
angry.
Sorry, you're right. I'm sorry. What is his name? I would like to apologize to him.
Here's Tom. Tom, what do you think?
Yeah, 10512.
Yeah, okay.
Hooah! Thanks. I'm voting for Ron because that joke was on O&A 2 days ago.
My God! Is all these shows doing bad jokes?
Every NEW show.
This is terrible. I need a producer to tell me this stuff.
Ron,
as bad as this joke is, we're the third show to do it that we know of?
If someone had said this came from Sesame Street, I would have said, yeah. All right, one more call. Hey, Lance, what do you think?
Hello?
Yeah, Lance.
I think that Ron made her laugh.
You think Ron made her laugh? All right.
You know what,
You didn't tell the joke. You didn't tell the joke, Ron.
Believe me,
They told the punchline.
The Idaho was sparkling the way I landed.
Yeah, well,
like a 3-point shot.
You had the gift of gab. What can I say?
Hey, here's Ruben. Ruben, what do you think?
Ronnie made her laugh.
All right, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Joe, we're going to give you the tickets just out of the embarrassment of the fact that, Fezzy, we got to end this. These jokes are ending up on other shows.
Ronnie, thank you.
All right, buddy?
Thank you.
All right.
Great
Here's
show.
your tickets. Now, I hope you choke on them.
Thank you.
Like an Idaho potato.
Thank
All
you.
right, take a break.
All
We'll
right.
be right back and actually start the show. 102.7 WNEW. It's Around the Fez Show.
Ron and Fez. 102.7 WNEW.
I don't do impressions, but I'll do out. I don't smoke pot. I never tried pot. I never drank when I was a kid. I never did anything bad. I'm Al. I'm a woman inside, but I hope no one notices.
Well, you had that incident with the foosball table, and then I fixed that one. And now when I see Anthony in the hallway and everything, he talks to me. So then I thought I'd get a pinball machine for back here, and then as a gesture to Opie.
Are you enjoying your new present, the pinball machine?
I'm not acknowledging the new present.
I'm so embarrassed.
My girlfriend doesn't buy me gifts like this. It's embarrassing.
It was so I was just,
but look how scared he is.
I was just doing it as a goodwill gesture so that we could be at least friendly.
Lovers?
Not lovers, but
It's coming off like you want to be lovers.
no.
Ronnie,
Friend.
did you talk to me?
No.
I was trying to give this pinball machine as a gesture to say, hey, you may not really like me, but let's at least say hi in the hallway. We all work together.
Tell Al if he admits he's a woman, I'll start talking to him. Well, he already dresses like one. I heard that joke.
But I thought by doing this, it would be like putting out the olive branch, and then Opie would be able to come and talk to you guys in the office when I'm in there. I made a simple gesture that I thought would help in our relationship here at work, and that I didn't mean to make matters worse if that's what happened here tonight. This was supposed to make it a little bit better. I didn't think it would solve the whole problem, but I thought it would make it a little bit better tonight. But he seemed angry on the phone these last couple calls. But that's not what I was trying to do. I mean, I think we're a lot alike. We're in the same business. I just hope that one day down the road, me and him sit down, have a beer, and laugh about this.
Tell Al he's acting like a chick.
My joke is 2 potatoes on a...
Here you go, Fuzzy. There we have it. The thing that led up to what happened this afternoon. Do we have that clip again, Rory, to play of the pinball?
The pinball machine actually
exploding?
being smashed. Not the potato joke. The pinball machine being smashed.
That potato joke, I think, can stay for, best of. That'll always be ready. You get it? Idaho. Yeah.
You didn't get it. I was like, what?
Here's what happened today with the pinball machine.
Oh, my God. No.
Oh, my God.
It's gone!
Oh, no, the
They're killing
foosball
me,
table.
man.
Look out.
Gee, did you hear that? There's pinball collectors throwing themselves out windows.
Keith Moon lives! Keith Moon lives! Oh, my God. All right, because at the very last second, I never really, in my heart of hearts, thought that Opie was going to destroy that machine. Because it was too beautiful. But as he started to swing, I thought, get it on the radio, and I lean in with the mic.
Right.
So I was the closest one to it. Now I have these tiny, almost microscopic pieces of glass around me. I can feel it it's just an itch.
You need the wire brush scrubbing.
Here's a weird thing. One time I went through a windshield, right? So you get all these little pieces of glass in your scalp. About 6-7 months later, I had this really bad headache, and a piece was growing out.
Oh!
That was about 1/8 of an inch long.
Oh, it grew out of your scalp.
So it was embedded down in the scalp, and then I'm like, I have a headache for a couple days, and this thing gets birthed out of my forehead.
Oh!
That is awful.
The human body is fascinating.
Is it really?
Yeah. The things it can hide.
Now, you told me you found Brad Pitt's human body fascinating, and then other than that, you
That's true, too. But the human body, like those women you see on the Discovery Channel that can hide a 200-pound tumor in them. You know, they just have those cysts that are hundreds of pounds. It's amazing the way the body can just adapt.
That's why I liked biology, Fezzy. You're so right. So cool.
All right, here's Joey. Joey, you're on Run of Fez.
Hey, Joey. Joey.
Hi, I just wanted to tell Ron how to get the glass particles out of his arm.
How do you do that?
If you take a strip of duct tape and if you stick it to your arm and paste it down really hard, it'll suck the glass out of your arm.
And my hair.
And your hair, but it'll suck just like this show sucked.
Oh, that's the bit? Yeah. Oh, now you're running. Now you're running.
Did you want to stick around, Joey?
He's afraid. By the way, we want to thank Classic Pinball, Fezzy, Classic Pinball over in Clifton, New Jersey, 973-345-3944.
If you want one of these classic old games to smash on your own, this is really the place to get them.
Of course, ClassicPinball.com. You can check it out there. Hey, Fred. Fred, you're on Run of Fez.
Hey, Fred, what's going on?
Nothing much. Why were you yelling Keith Moon?
Because
Keith Moon's in the Who, jerk.
No, you're the jerk. Keith Moon used to destroy hotel rooms. Nobody in the Stones
did. Pinball machine.
Right.
The pinball machine. But with the Rolling Stones on it, well, you got to clarify that.
Why would I have to clarify it, dickweed?
Because...
What an ass. What the hell's going on? Billy's prompting the callers to be mad. We were all in a good mood 5 minutes ago.
Billy wants the callers in as bad a mood as he's in.
Here's Monique. Monique, you're on Run of Fez.
Hey, Monique.
Hello?
Yeah. How you doing?
I'm sorry I'm late, but I've just been listening to the show for like 3 weeks. I don't know what happened to the foosball table that Opie beat up the pinball machine. Could somebody fill me in?
Well,
what happened with the foosball?
What happened with the foosball table that it had to be replaced, and then came the pinball machine and the beat up? What happened?
First of all, that foosball is the devil.
The foosball is the devil.
That's true.
On the table. Mama won't let us play the foosball. All right, here's the situation. And actually, that wasn't even his foosball machine. Al got really drunk last night, made out with a guy one night.
Yeah.
And then later destroyed a foosball table. Now, were you here that night, Melissa?
No, see, I just started listening.
Not you, Monique. Not you, honey.
Yeah.
You were here that night, right?
At the foosball table?
Yeah.
When Al ended up in the puddle of tears in the other room?
Yes, and I was cradling him as he cried and as he talked bad about you guys, yeah.
Which is that's how...
He talked bad about us?
Yeah.
Oh.
My gosh. That's how much of the fetal position Al Dukes was in that night. That tiny, sweet Melissa could cradle him.
He needed it. He was so...
Yeah, he was crying. Mad? You're actually doing something. You break a foosball table and then lay down and cry. What was he even mad about?
That he didn't get further with the guy he was kissing?
No, he never even brought up the guy. That was the craziest part about him being upset.
Well, that happened 2 hours after the makeout with the guy.
And that was not what he was upset. He was just like, I'm going to Florida. I'm just leaving here.
Please go.
Leaving.
We should have taped that. That's what we should have taped. And what did he say about us?
What was the bad things he said about us?
I was blacked out at the time.
So what?
It's okay, Al, don't worry.
What did he say about us?
This is all old news. Basically, that he just, well, no, I mean, it just seems mean to me because I like you guys, but he's like, oh, they just use people and stuff. And,
oh, is that right?
I don't recall
users.
And what else he calls?
No, he didn't, to me, that was enough to be mean. Because that was just saying, like, he was disassociating himself from it. But I thought he was leaving, so I was like, oh, okay.
And how are you going to go back to Florida? You kicked over the sports fave and she hasn't gotten up since. She's on her back like a turtle.
I was just...
Wait for your deck to be finished.
Monique, do you understand everything now?
Okay, yeah. And I just want to say that y'all have made my last 3 weeks on security worthwhile because I hate my job. And
all right, but
I
what
enjoy
kind of
listening
security
to
you doing?
guys.
What kind of security you doing?
In a residential building.
Yeah?
Yes.
You ever get off any nights during the week? Maybe you come in one night.
Oh, I usually am on all week at night.
You wear a security outfit?
Yeah.
Nice.
It's not that nice.
Now, what would you do if someone was trying to get through the door into this residential building?
Shine a flashlight at him.
I just look at them. I don't do anything. The doors are locked, so they can't get in unless they're buzzed in or they have a key.
All right, but what if they do get in? What do you do?
I don't do anything.
I don't know nothing about securing no buildings.
Well, it depends on what they do. If they need help, I give them help. If they
would you ever yell this? Feet don't fail me now?
Feet don't fail me now! No.
You seem like a very nice person, Monique. No.
I tried to
What did you do before security?
I worked in the management office.
Oh. All right, so you're trying different things out, right?
Yeah.
All right.
All right, well, we appreciate you calling us, darling.
All right, thanks.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Monique. I hope you're all caught up to speed there. On the Al Duke saga.
All right, Kevin. Kevin, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Kevin.
Hi.
Hey, buddy.
Ron?
Yeah.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. What can we do for you, Kevin?
I wanted to talk to Al.
Oh, okay. All right, hold on.
Are we on?
Yeah, we're on the air right now.
Oh, man.
All right, hold on. I'll put you on hold. Who's this, Al?
He's the guy from Classic Pinball.
Oh, that's Kevin from Classic Pinball.
Oh, I didn't know that was him. Is he upset with you? Go talk to him.
Well, I was trying to talk to him. He's mad about the machine that I didn't pay for it or something. And that
well, go find out about it. You'll talk to him.
I know, and here's the thing. If he's calling to talk to you, why is he up on the phone screen for us?
All right, Fezzy, oh, God, I'm taking pieces of glass off. Look who just walked in.
Bon Jovi fan since day one. Bon Jovi fan since day one. Bon Jovi fan since day one.
Our good buddy, Mr. Eddie Trunk.
Mr. Friday and Saturday Night Rocks.
What's up, guys?
How you doing, Eddie Trunk?
I was looking at that pinball machine out there in the hallway in pieces. I was bummed out because I always wanted a pinball machine like that.
This thing was a beauty. It was a classic Stones, looked like about 1978, 79 to me.
Those are big-time collectibles.
Yeah, big-time collectibles. Literally smashed into a million pieces.
We heard worth $3,000 at this point.
Then it went down to 500.
Yeah.
But either way, we were having a lot of fun playing it.
Yeah, how can you play it in the condition it's in?
Not now, because Al's got the balls in his back pocket.
You mean it was? You mean it was playable? I mean, it was in good shape?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it was beautiful.
It was gorgeous. They played Stones music.
It's so funny because I always said that I really always wanted a pinball machine, like a classic machine. I remember that one, the Elton John one. And
Elton John Pinball Wizard one.
The Kiss one is the one, of course, that I want the most, and those just keep going up every year in value.
The Kiss one's a big collectible. I think that Playboy one, remember that one where Hugh Hefner had two bands?
Yes, in the grotto.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So yeah, there was a lot of cool stuff.
There was even a Ted Nugent one.
I don't remember the sweaty
Really?
head. I don't remember
There's
that.
a Ted Nugent one. I remember that.
That one you couldn't tilt.
You launched the ball off of a crossbow.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
But that's a beautiful machine. I just walked in, I saw the side of it, and I was like, oh, cool. And then I went up to play it, and I just saw glass and demolition everywhere. So I still didn't get the full story, but Al.
So you never got to see the beautiful Rolling Stones pinball machine.
And I was here around the holidays, so when did it come in?
Yesterday?
It was yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday.
What a bummer.
Yeah. Al Dukes tried to get it to make up with Opie, because Opie hates his fat guts.
I heard Opie call in on your show from the Islander game yesterday.
Yeah. Right.
And I just heard him allude to a machine, but I wasn't sure. I didn't know it was anything as cool as that.
So his theory was
beautiful.
Break the pinball machine, thusly breaking Al's heart.
And is Al heartbroken?
Oh,
yeah, he was.
Yeah.
All right, now Kevin now wants to talk to us on the air.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying he didn't want to. Hey, Kevin from ClassicPinball.com.
Yeah, hi, Ron.
Yeah, buddy.
Hey, Kevin. We're just telling Eddie Trunk what a beautiful machine
I
this
hear
was.
him. Tell him I'll get him another one, nice one.
Yeah.
Hey, do you have the
No,
Kiss
I gotta
one?
let him have it.
Kevin, do you have the Kiss one?
I don't have a Kiss one presently, but it's one of our best sellers.
Track one down for me. And
What are some of the best selling classic pinball machines?
Best selling from the 70s, 80s.
Yeah. Anytime.
70s, the Kiss one.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah. Does it
Fonzie,
the Kiss?
Cool.
Yeah.
Yep.
Anything? Do they even make new pinball machines for anybody anymore?
There's one company left making brand new ones from the board game Monopoly.
And that's it?
That's it.
it sucks, man. I go into arcades because I love pinball. I never got into the video stuff as much. You go in, and even the pinball they have now, it's got, 22 balls, 5 tiers.
Right.
You can't keep
All
track
that,
what's
right.
going on. It's ridiculous. I want a good classic pinball machine.
Well, there's one less in the world now, thanks to Al.
All right,
Yeah,
Al.
really.
Al, you were reckless with this beautiful, beautiful machine.
I was there 24 hours ago.
Yeah.
Everything was cool.
Right.
I got in the van outside, and my buddy Donnie says to me, "Oh, by the way, he's got a beef with Opie and Anthony, and I don't know if you know it, but he broke their foosball table, and I
Right.
don't know if the game's safe." And I'm like, "Dude, why didn't you tell me that 2 hours ago?"
Yeah, why didn't you tell him that before you got the machine from him, that he was moving into a reckless area?
I know. Then Kevin could have made the decision on his own whether he wanted to put one of his machines in here or not.
I
Al.
didn't
That would
think
have been very helpful.
I didn't think that would have any bearing on the machine. I had no idea that they were going to smash a pinball machine. I had no idea.
Did you just use Kevin?
No, I
and
asked
set him up?
No, I asked him if he wanted to put one in. Everything was great. I thought everything was going to be great.
But you didn't tell me the details, Al.
Right.
Be honest.
No, I didn't
He
know.
doesn't
Went to the
care.
store, you hung out there.
You're reckless, Al, and you really don't care. That's the problem about you.
I didn't know all these details are going to come up to end up with a smashed machine. I would never have brought a machine up here if I thought it was going to be smashed.
Should have said, by the way, Opie keeps a Louisville Slugger in the office there, just in case somebody brings him something.
There's a giant
Yeah, I
sledgehammer
noticed
sitting
that.
here.
I mean, you know what you were doing,
Al.
Al.
Smashed the hell out of that.
I had no idea he would smash a
Why
pinball
didn't you
machine.
say, why don't you smash my fingers instead? Then everybody would have, Kevin would have said, what a real man to protect the pinball machine. Let me give you, something else. Let me give you Miss Pac-Man.
Now, how much of a down payment has Al made on this machine, Kevin?
You don't want to know.
Yeah, right.
A handshake.
Okay, this ClassicPinball.com. There's nothing like it, folks. Check them out. ClassicPinball.com. If you want a pinball machine, you want to go to Classic Pinball. They're in Clifton, New Jersey. 973-345-3944. Kevin, I hope Al takes care of the situation.
Well, I don't know.
You're a good man. It's a beautiful machine.
Listen, I love the show. You guys are great.
Thank you very much, my friend.
Take it easy.
All right, see it.
Thanks, Kevin, from Classic Pinball. You can check him out online, classicpinball.com.
See that? Now you put me in an uncomfortable position.
Why are we having to explain your way out of this?
I didn't think I'd have to tell him the whole story. I really didn't think it had anything to do with bringing a machine in here.
Can we say this? Ronnie and I had nothing to do with you going out and getting Opie an expensive gift.
Right.
And we have nothing to do with how Opie reacted to
You're
it.
100% responsible. I don't want you pulling this nightmare over Opie.
Well, he smashed the
He
machine.
did what any man would do
I just brought it in.
when given a homoerotic gift.
When confronted with lavish gifts from another grown man.
All right, hold on. Eddie, I know you're interested in the Kiss pinball machine. Here's a couple people that know some stuff about it. Here's Mike. Mike, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Mike.
What's up, Ron Fez?
How you doing, buddy?
How you boys doing?
Cool.
What do you know
Hey,
about this Kiss pinball?
Well, right next to me is my friend. He's got the pinball machine at his house. We're en route to his house right now. The guy, I think it was Staples,
Right.
told me to prove it. So I'm trying to prove it for you guys right now.
Don't bring it here. It'll get smashed.
I'm not going to bring it there. Yeah, you're effing mine.
All right, now, what kind of condition is this thing in?
This thing is in playable condition. I've been over his house a few times, played it. It's the light. All the lights are working. Just, where you put the quarters in isn't working. That's about it.
I'll tell you what, I love pinball machines, and I love all of those 80s video games. Every single one of them I think I love.
Galaga, Phoenix,
Yeah.
all that stuff.
Yeah, even, I can sit and still play Breakout.
Nice.
Breakout.
Breakout was like almost an updated Pong where you had to break through a wall, and once you got through it, it would start ramping up top and just going crazy.
And you're knocking out little blocks as you go.
You know how far back I go with this? And, when I was on New Year's Eve, Anthony was in here from Opie and Anthony, and he didn't remember this, but maybe you guys do.
Okay.
I actually had a Pong, a pre-video Pong, where it was actually a box, a screen.
Yeah.
And behind the screen were spring-loaded arms with light bulbs in them, and those were the things that moved around behind the screen.
Wow.
I don't think I remember that at all.
Yeah, it was like pre-Atari.
That is primitive.
Pre the Pong that they put out, that people literally, that stupid Pong would be two little paddles and just going back and forth.
Right.
And there would be a line at the mall to play.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
All these kids would have quarters.
The paddles were two little straight lines, and the ball was a little square that moved back and forth across the screen.
Fez,
Hey, Trunk.
Yeah.
Hey, I was just listening to you guys ramble on. Sorry.
What is it that you want?
How much you wanted for that pinball machine?
What are you trying to sell it to the guy?
It's not mine to sell, but I was trying to get a price.
I mean, if you're a big fan, he'll introduce you to Gene. You and Gene Simmons will be hanging out one night.
Playing it
when
together.
When you about to do that?
I'll definitely be calling Kevin in the next few days, I can tell you that.
Well, call Kevin. That's the best thing to do.
That's what I'm talking about.
ClassicPinball.com. Give him a call. Write this number down, all right, Mike?
I got it written down.
No, I want you to write down anyway. 973-345-3944. Now, Fezzy, for you, what was the biggest one that you used to play when you were younger?
My favorite one, I love the asteroids. I couldn't keep myself out of hyperspace.
I'll tell you the truth. I'll kill you with asteroids.
I love asteroids.
I was a very, very good asteroid player. Now, I didn't like it as much when you would... I like when you would hyperspace. Remember the second asteroid come out where it would literally, like, have this circle that came around it?
Right.
I don't know if that was as fun.
See, the thing about the pinball from that era that's so tough to get is the quality of the machines, because they're all 20, 25 years old, and what happens is the paint wore off on the playboard, the bumpers don't work, and it's hard to find parts and stuff. So that's why a lot of people have the KISS pinball machine, because it was so collectible, but to have one in really good shape is the hardest thing to find.
You know, I used to go down to this place on the Chesapeake Bay called Crystal Beach, and these people own like this little tiny boardwalk arcade place. They kept stuff from the 50s, so in the 70s, you were playing pinball machines from the 50s. That stuff now, if you would have just bought it from these people, you know, I don't know why people literally love that stuff.
Now, those are fun. I love the old school pinball machines. I don't even like
where
the
you had
stuff
to push
in
it in with you had to push it in with your hand.
Yeah,
to get the ball to come
exactly.
up.
I remember when digital scoring came out instead of the flips. It was a big deal.
Yeah.
Actually, the KISS machine was one of the first ones I ever remember with the digital scoring. That was like the big feature of that machine. And when you put the quarter in, it played rock and roll all night. I remember that too.
Sure.
Yeah.
Of course, that's the song. Whether you like it or not, that is the song.
30 records, and that's the song.
Yeah. What are you going to do?
Exactly.
All right, Hoff, what did you play when you were hanging over there in Queens?
Pac-Man was my thing.
Pac-Man or Miss Pac-Man?
Pac-Man.
Yeah.
What did you think of Pac-Man?
Awesome.
How about you, Melissa? What did you play?
I don't remember the name, but it was on you were a guy and you had to search for keys to different castles. It was on...
Oh, I don't think I remember that one.
Oh, I remember that, but
there was
I can't
a white
think
and
of
a
it.
black one, and then there was hidden dragons all over. It was really cool. But I also played Pong and Breakout, and we had our own... what is the pinball machine? We had a pinball machine in our house.
Really?
Yeah, and it was really fun.
Things were going well.
I wish we were rich.
Yeah.
No, well...
You were dancing the Harper Valley PTA. Like
That's all we had. A turntable. And me and my fat ass shaking it. That's all we had.
Remember Spy Hunter? That was another good one.
How did that get played?
Spy Hunter was the car driving, and you had to go through the obstacles, and the car would drop oil slicks or smoke bombs or whatever, and you'd weave in and out. It would play the Spy Hunter theme.
I hated any game where you had to make the guy jump, like the Super Mario. I could never make a guy jump on anything.
I was always a fan of any game that was a sport. Because you already knew the rules, so you could play baseball, football, hockey, then you're set.
So, Ron, how about the baseball one where it was like a pinball machine and the ball came up under that little piece of metal, and then you had to hit it into the upper tiers?
There was two things. One, that you would turn a thing, or the other, that you would smack it like this.
Right.
And people would just hammer them. Those things are still around, and I think I saw one in the village that was going for a lot of money.
Really?
A lot of money, yeah.
I remember that, because if you hit the top of the glass, it would sound like you really did some...
Right.
You're going to break the glass.
You'd pop the glass.
I love that sound.
Remember when you would call that even a pinball popping the glass? If you could really let it go so hard, that would pop. All right, here is Ralph. Ralph, you're on Ron and Fez. Hey, Ralph.
He's a real dick. He should get in the coffin, that jerk.
Oh, stop being a crybaby. I need somebody on the phones. Here's Steve. Steve, you're on my Fez.
Steve, what you got, buddy?
Hey, what's up, Ron Fez? What's up, Eddie?
Man, how are you?
I got the old Atari 2600, the original one with the switches from back like in 82, 83 when it first came out.
All right, so you had the home game, right?
Yeah, the original one.
No, I don't know.
You had to plug those big clunky cartridges into the thing.
Yeah, it had
like
the square controllers.
Yeah.
And I remember the one game I used to love playing a lot of was Centipede.
Now, I remember
number
this.
one game back in the 80s.
When we got that, I go, I'll never use the TV for anything else again.
Happy New Year, guys.
Happy New Year.
More thing?
Yeah.
Anal Dukes, you got exactly what you deserve.
All right, there you go.
Everyone's got a commentary to go along with their comment.
Hey, Rick, you're on Run of Fez.
Hey, Rick.
Hey, guys, what's up?
Hey, buddy.
I'm a good friend. I knew Peter Chris like 10 years ago. We were friends for like 5 years, and then he moved to California.
Who?
He gave me the front plate of the Kiss machine.
Yeah.
And he autographed it, and he's freely autographed it.
Wow.
Is that worth anything?
Here, let me look it up. I got a book here.
What's that worth, Ronnie?
$63,000. So,
wow.
Personally, I would even wait a little bit, Rick.
Get the other two signatures, and you'll be in triple-digit territory.
And then hope the plane goes down. Yeah. But right now, today's, according to this magazine, $63,000.
How much is that magazine worth? It looks old.
Well, this magazine's from '74.
Wow.
Their first show. All right, thanks, Ricky.
Thank you.
That's it.
Huh. It's good to know these things.
What is it about Kiss that those people are the biggest collectors? They're fans.
Next to the Beatles and maybe Elvis, Kiss is the most collectible band in rock.
Now, the night that you had Gene up, I was meeting somebody on the corner, and I came walking back down. And when Gene Simmons left here that night, he had a crowd of people as he's trying to walk to the car. They all walked with him.
It looked like a football huddle.
Yeah, right.
Action figures and everything in their hand.
Yeah, I know. That's the weird thing. Like, it's one thing, I'm a big fan, sign this piece of paper. That would be annoying. But here, sign this action figure and it'll be worth more. That's got to make you think.
You know, it's funny because he signed a lot as he came in, and when he left, you know, like you said, it was cold as hell.
Right.
Gene actually stayed on with me that night, 2.5 hours, so he left. Those people stayed out there for a long time, and it was funny because I walked out with him just to make sure he got out all right, and I heard people complaining afterwards at the quality of the signatures they got.
Unbelievable.
Like, he didn't sign this one that good, and, you know, this one looks different than that one. I was like, oh, my God.
This was done with a Bic.
It's sub-zero temperature.
They see dollar signs when they see them. Who you got coming on tonight, Annie?
Nobody.
Wow.
It's the after New Year guest drought.
It's a lull, huh?
Hear that? It's cold out. Stay home.
All right, sweet Melissa will be on all night playing her favorite metal hits.
No, we're just going to play a lot of music because, you know, the record companies just got back rolling again after the holidays, and there's not really a lot going on in terms of tours right now, so it's kind of quiet.
All right, here's Jim. Jim, you're on Ron of Fez.
Hey, Jim, what you got, buddy?
All right, doing pretty good. Just wanted to tell you that game that Melissa's talking about is Adventure on the Atari 2600. You had 3 different color dragons and 3 keys.
I love you. Thank you so much.
I love you
You're
too.
not crazy. It did exist.
It's not crazy. And the other thing I wanted to mention was...
but that was just on the Atari game at home, right?
Right, that was the 2600 at home.
Okay.
The other thing I wanted to tell you was in the very beginning of the show you mentioned how cool it was when the glass got smashed.
Yeah.
The machine. If you remember the beginning of Rocky 3, when Paulie throws the...
Oh, yeah, right. It was very Rocky 3.
It's like the greatest glass-shattering scene ever.
I love that scene because when the glass fell off the pinball machine, the lights were still up in like a constellation of Rocky.
Exactly.
It was still like a stick figure of Rocky holding his arms up.
All right, thanks a lot. No, yeah, that's good, Fezzy. That Rocky pinball machine was big back in the early 80s.
Yeah.
That was one of the last really big ones. All right, now the game that you were talking about, Eddie? This guy says he knows what is that Pong game. Explain it again, what it looked like.
It was like a square box because the whole idea was that it didn't hook into a TV set. You didn't need a TV set for it. So you actually bought what looked like a 13-inch TV. You put it on your desk, and the mechanism, there was two spring-loaded arms, and they just kind of bounced around behind, almost like an Etch-a-Sketch, but a big, deep box. And then you would use that to play Pong with.
All right, here's this, I don't remember this thing at all. This thing sounds like a nightmare. All right, here's Adam. He says he remembers. Is Adam?
Yeah, how you doing?
Yeah.
I think what you're talking about, Eddie, was Telstar Ranger. It was the Pong game, and it had the gun also, the attachment.
The Telstar Ranger?
You know, I wouldn't know
the
that.
Atari 2600.
Well, no. See, this didn't go on a TV. It was its own TV. It was a square box that substituted for the TV.
I was, because I had the Telstar, I had the Atari, and I had the Mattel handheld toys, too.
Yeah, I remember the Mattel handheld football. Remember that? Those were just little series of dots, and you push real hard to move those guys.
Yeah, guys, Happy New Year. Take care. No, Opie was wrong.
All right, thank you, my friend.
Thank you, Adam. I had this thing when I was younger. It wasn't any sort of name brand video game.
Yours was Pep Boys.
It was this big brown triangle, and each side of the triangle was a different game you could play off of your regular TV. Like one side had a little steering wheel for some sort of cheap-ass racing game. One side had a gun for a shooting game, and the other one had paddles for a version of Pong.
I think I may remember this, but I'm not sure. It came to me in a dream as you were saying it. I'm like, this is ridiculous.
It was a big brown triangle, and each side was a different game you could play.
So there was like a big run at first before Atari became the game system.
See, I think what Fez and I are talking about, too, is a case like, I know in my case at least, maybe I couldn't necessarily, or my parents couldn't necessarily afford to buy me Atari when I was a kid. So it was like, this was like the 1999 thing.
Right.
And it was just like, yeah, that's Pong. It's the same thing, really. It's just as good.
Right. This was very generic, I remember
Right,
being.
there were big gears grinding behind it.
but the graphics on everything was so bad, who knew?
Right, you loved it.
Yeah.
I mean, Pong looked like Pong anywhere.
Everything was green. All the graphics were in really ugly green. By the way, we're going to be doing our best bets a little later on with Heckler tonight, Fezzy. I killed in those college football.
Nice. Are you the best bet bull?
Oh, yeah.
Champion?
I have to find out from, but I just ran away with it.
We'll have the official crowning tonight, I guess.
Yeah. Well, that I would like Al to get some kind of a college football poll trophy or something that you guys hand me.
That'd be nice.
And, you know, I'll hold it, and then next year if I lose it, I'll hand it over to you.
Title belt, something.
Quick, get it by the end of the show. Hey,
I think you're getting a pinball machine.
Yeah, broke one. Hey, Bill, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, how you guys doing? Remember Donkey Kong?
Donkey Kong, sure, that got to be huge, and of course Super Mario from that.
Right.
They kind of keep going up, but Donkey Kong was the first one. Yeah.
Centipede, and the other big one was Knockout.
I
You
love.
were a boxer.
Yeah,
What
I
was
love
Knockout?
that. Knockout. You were where the boxer was, and later it was even called Mike Tyson's Knockout, I think. And you would be able to work it, and you would be. So you had to learn with each fighter that you went through what's the best way, whether you bulled them into the ropes or whether you had to box with them. And those things, they would make you. You're playing a quarter at a time.
Right.
Before you can figure it out, you probably got $140 into it before you start saying, "I understand."
They actually had a Buster Douglas video game that lasted for about as long as he lasted as
Buster
champion.
Douglas.
He signed that deal real quick, like the day after the knockout, and 2 months later it was off the charts.
And they say he's stupid.
I'll tell you what, a game I used to love, Tron. Do you remember Tron?
Yep.
It was a.
I remember the movie.
Yeah, it was a Disney movie. Well, it came out the same time as the movie did. They put out a game, and it was 3 different games in the same one. And, you know, you basically played that you're Jeff Bridges, and that's all I ever really wanted to be.
Nice.
Let me see here. Here is Christy. Christy, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hi, Melissa.
Hi, Christy.
Hi, how are you?
What's up, Christy?
Oh, this is hot.
Wow, something's happening here.
Please, I'm going to have to hear it in the chat room. Please, no. Okay, do you guys remember in television, it was kind of like an Atari Nintendo thing, and they had Q-Bert and Burger Time. No one remembers this.
I think I remember Q-Bert.
I remember Q-Bert. He was like a little pink guy that looked like a Q.
Yeah, they even made a cartoon out of Q-Bert. He was cute.
All right, so in television also didn't last long? Is that the deal there?
Yeah, I don't think it lasted long, but
Yeah.
So that's what's cool. Bye.
Thanks, honey.
Bye.
Thank you, Christy.
I hope they don't razz you in the chat room later.
Yeah, you know, me and Christy, hot and heavy.
What happens in these chat rooms? Can I go in one sometime?
Of course, I'll invite you. They would love it.
I understand from Heckler told me you have to be invited.
Yeah.
That they're all secrets.
And
really?
Yeah, it's a code, like a password sort of thing.
Oh, jeez. I'll never be able to keep up.
Wait, you need a code to get in your chat room?
Yeah.
Well, it's
It's not exclusive, Eddie Truck.
Oh, my goodness. You know, it's funny, on my chat room during my shows, everybody in there hates me and just bashes me, hates everything that I play, hates me, calls me every name in the book, and I'm just like, well, why are they listening every Friday and Saturday?
Not only are they listening,
they're in the chat room.
They're in the chat room, so they go through all this stuff. It's the same with the message boards. No matter who it's about, you can't take it personal.
Yeah, I laugh at it. I said, whatever. Whatever you guys want to do, that's fine. But if you're online on a Friday or Saturday sitting in your room, in my chat room and listening to the show, you must not hate me that much.
They want you to play something different.
Right, well,
they want to be
it is.
Eddie Trunk.
They want me to play like the most obscure, whacked out thing you've never heard of in your life, and because I don't play it, I suck.
And you're a sellout. You're a sellout.
I'm a sellout.
Yeah.
You let them sit in their dark rooms on their keyboards, and you just be the bigger man and hang out in here with Piazza and Gene Simmons.
And I should take that back. It's not all of them, it's some of them. Because now tonight in the chat room, it'll be
right now you're just getting flamed in there.
You fag, you attack Mr. Ron and Fez.
Yeah.
Why don't you and Fez get married?
Exactly.
Somebody told me that on New Year's Eve that you and Anthony did a countdown without checking the 8-second delay. That is a classic radio story.
Everyone else is toasting 24 seconds later. 10, 9.
Well, thankfully, since my show's mostly music, I ramp down to only 8 seconds.
Oh, nice.
Because that's all I need. So, Anthony, I didn't even expect him to show up. He ended up hanging out all night. We had a great time. Norton showed up. We had a great time. And Anthony has this idea that he's going to go to the top of our building with his cell phone and do a countdown when he watches the ball drop. So we said, oh, Ant, that's great. He takes the elevator up. He's at the top of the building, and he calls in to do the countdown, and about 10 seconds later, every caller's like, you idiots, you had it in delay. And we're like, oh.
That is so hysterical.
Even more hysterical is Anthony thought that you would be able to hear, as close as we are to Times Square, he thought we'd be able to hear the throng of people. So he goes, at midnight, he goes, okay, I'm going to hold my cell phone up. Here's the crowd. And he holds it up, and it's dead silence. You could hear a pin drop because the phone wouldn't pick it up.
There's 60 floors up in the air.
60 floors in the air, 15 blocks away.
Right. I got the audio. I'm going to actually burn it to CD. I may play it tonight.
I'd love to hear it.
I'll do it at midnight. The real time.
Every week.
It'll be my legal ID.
All right, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back. We're talking about some of these old 80s pinball games after what the hell happened with Al today. Also some of the video games. Eddie Trunk coming on after us, Fezzy, and before that, you and I. We'll be going over our picks this week, our best bets with the heckler.
For the last regular season week of the NFL.
You're listening to Ron and Fez.
Ron and Fez, 102.7 WNEW. NEW.
We're Ron and Fez on 102.7 WNEW. Toll-free phone number 877-692-1027.
We'll be doing our football pool a little later on.
And it'll be our best bets.
I don't know whether Dan from Hoboken is in, Fezzy, because he's in Italy.
He is?
Yeah, he went over to Italy for, what was it, Melissa, Christmas, and then after the New Year? What was his whole story?
I don't even know, He just disappeared.
Did he take his chick?
I don't even know.
Because we should have brought her in.
Oh, Gina.
I love Gina.
Yep. Gina from Hoboken rocks. But who knows if she's in Italy, as you say.
Oh, do I say it the wrong way?
You said Italy. Well, that's how my family says it, too. But
how are you supposed to say Italy?
Italy.
Italy.
All right, I called it.
Like a little more. Like Sergeant Holka.
I called it. All right, some of these people want to talk about video games. Here's Steve. Steve, you're on Ron and Fez.
Ron and Fez?
Hey, Steve.
How you doing? Card number 9394.
94.
All right, I remember an arcade game from either like 73 or 74, and it was like you were in a submarine looking through a periscope shooting at battleships, just firing your torpedoes, again, very crude, pre-Pong. So I don't know.
What year was this?
1973.
I think that was Atari's Das Boot.
I don't remember this thing at all. All right, and would it look like it would just be a light bulb that went there?
No, it was...
was it like you were
little battleships going by, and you would fire little rectangular torpedoes.
That they would be lights, right?
Well, yeah, of course it was illuminated.
He's not listening to me. All right, yeah, 73. All right.
I think it was actually the Battleship game, Ronnie.
He loved that because 73. Remember, that was Almost Famous. And you were with Stillwater. You traveled around the country. You were Penny Lane. Here's Beth.
He was a Band-Aid.
I'm sorry. You know what it's like to fall in love with a piece of music? Hey, Beth, you're on Run Fez.
Hello, Beth.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey.
I was calling about the video game.
Yeah.
They had an Atari 400 before the 2600 came out.
I don't remember that.
And it was like a
That
little
was
gray
from the
box.
Flintstones.
Huh?
That was made out of stone.
Pretty much. But see, I'm only 24, so I'm young, and I still remember it.
It was a slate and a piece of chalk, and you had to write your own Pong
All
on
right,
it.
then you would have to have been 4.
Huh?
You would have to have been 4. Unless your
No,
dad bought it
maybe
used.
5 or 6.
All right, well, excuse me. I was off by a year. Slam me.
But my parents
Atari
were cheap, so we had it
400.
forever.
I don't remember that at all.
It came with a little black joystick. It was
Man.
all black.
It came with a little black man that played the games for you.
It had no screws, no.
This won't take no time at all. We gonna win. All right, thank you, Beth.
All right, bye-bye.
Take care. Thank you for the walk down memory lane.
White people are so scared of black people.
Hey, John. John, you're on Ron and Fez. How you doing, buddy? Hey, John.
What's going on?
Hey, buddy.
Hello, Melissa. How are you?
Jeez, here we go.
Hey, John, how are you?
I love Melissa.
You just can't help that voice. Just
By the way, Melissa's riding home tonight. Shooting Star Limousines. 631-447-2727. You feel like a star in the back of Shooting Star Limousines. 631-447-2727.
Ronnie, I would help you with that, but this is the only note I got on my side of the board.
More plugs.
And nothing to plug. That's all the information.
You know what?
I got from the producer.
He's a little drunk tonight.
And you thought my countdown was bad?
Yeah. What can we do for you, John?
Well, I'm here to answer Eddie's question, which is his device that he was talking about. I believe he's referring to the Vectrex, which was a box, came with 2 adapters that basically use that to control the games. Is that what Eddie's referring to?
Yeah, but see, like I said, I don't remember what the name of the machine was called because my parents tried to sell it to me as Pong, even though I found out later it wasn't Pong. It was the poor man's Pong.
Play with your Pong, honey.
Yeah, here it is.
Are you playing with your Pong?
It was like a mini TV screen about maybe 12 inches.
Yes.
And then just had sort of little pop-up controllers, a little joystick, tiny little joystick on the left with 2 or 3 buttons on it.
Yeah, and there was nothing digital about it. It was 2 lights on spring-loaded arms that pushed them against the front of the screen like an Etch-a-Sketch, and they bounced around. This is listen it, but it's true. I wish I had the damn thing.
It sounds like your parents made a diorama in a shoebox.
It's a diorama. I haven't even heard that. I heard that phrase before Pong. That's how far a diorama goes back. And why did it only have to be in a shoebox?
Your brother got new shoes, and you got a video game with the box.
I remember one time, I think my only diorama from Call of the Wild, I pasted a little, some grass and a wolf in a shoebox, right? I get an A. I took that shoebox to everybody in my family. It's a diorama. I got an A on it because it had a big A on the top.
I'm sure I made a Thanksgiving one at some point.
You made a Harper Valley PTA one.
With a very short skirt on a popsicle stick.
All right, somebody says some of this stuff coming in on the SF feedback. Do you remember the greatest arcade games of all time called Rip Off, where you and a friend had to guard energy pods in the center of a screen? Wow, I don't remember that at all. All right, here's one. Do you remember from the movie Jaws, the kids were playing Shark Attack, just flashing lights and a harpoon gun? I think that actually came up in Jaws 2 or 3. Somebody was playing that game. But I don't remember playing it.
Now I remember John's pinball machine, though, now that you mention that.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
With the girl swimming and the shark coming up from underneath.
Yep. I totally do.
We should get one of those for Opie to smash.
Let's see. John, you're on Run of Fez.
Hey, John.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Happy New Year, guys.
Happy
New Year.
How are you, Melissa?
Hi, how are you, baby?
Melissa.
Well, I'm fine.
Why baby? Why does everybody get called baby? What's that about?
I don't know. Just comes
Well,
out.
thank you very much. I appreciate it.
I think you got a shot with her.
I hope so. Okay, I got the best game that everybody has forgotten about, Galaxia.
I didn't forget that.
You love Galaxia?
Galaxia was her baby.
Tell everybody about... Go ahead, baby. Tell us all the babies about the baby game.
Oh, Ron, I wanted to also tell you, because of your show, I just got accepted to WWA.
What's that?
World Wrestling All-Stars.
How's this work out? Well, why is it because of our show?
Yeah, what did we do?
Because I had taken one of your shows one day, and I was going in for my interview with the chairman.
Yeah.
And for some strange reason, I was listening to it. I had it on loud, and he was listening also, and he was just laughing up a storm.
Well, and this is a wrestling organization?
Yeah, Bret Hart, the commissioner.
Oh, yeah, I read about this. Hey, tell them if they want to do some kind of trade-out. We're looking for a ring.
Yeah, we need a ring for a boxing event.
And we do a lot of plugs for them, okay?
Why don't you go to Gleason's gym? They do it.
Yeah, but we want to do it in a club. People don't want to be in a gym.
Yeah, I'd like to see Al get his behind kicked.
And maybe what we'll do is throw a couple wrestling matches in the middle of it, okay?
Hey, that'd
put
be
you
fun.
guys over, and then you forget all about it.
Some WWA stars.
All right, hold
Bring
on.
the commissioner.
I'm going to put you on hold. You'll talk to a drunk man. He had a beer. More plugs. Shooting Star Limousines, 631-447-2727. ShootingStarLimousines.com. So what was this game, Melissa?
What I seem to remember is that you had a center thing and you could shoot outward like in a whole circle and you're just traveling through like the universe. But
Really?
I was never very good at them, so I never really got too far. But
She never got out of our solar system.
but there are ways to play it on the computer now. They have whole websites that have put these old games on the computer.
Yeah, I don't like playing on the computer, though. Do you?
I just like to go and remember that, that's what it was like, and just traveling
To
back.
travel through the universe. Oh, I miss it so.
No, just kind of be nostalgic.
They were carefree times, weren't they? Michael Jackson was on top of the... I played... And remember, we all went to see Back to the Future together.
Mm-hmm.
I was really young.
Okay, so why not attack? Why attack us?
I'm not.
What? Seriously.
I just don't remember as
Right.
much as you all.
Could you help me to my rocking chair, Melissa?
Sure.
And Fezzy,
Grammy's feeling a little old.
Excuse me, anyone who talks about singing Harper Valley PTA to their parents has already let that cat out of that bag.
Is that going to be on Friday Night Rocks tonight?
Yes, I'm opening
Jeannie
with
C.
it.
Riley.
You only open with one thing.
Bon Jovi fan since day one. Bon Jovi fan since day one.
He opens and closes each show with Never Say Goodbye.
Why say hello would never say goodbye? That's what I don't get.
When you hear Never Say Goodbye, call in and say hello. Patricia, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hi, guys. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Melissa.
Hi, Patricia.
Do you guys remember an old game for Atari? It was called Tank. It had the suckiest graphics. I always got my ass handed to me by my sister when I played it with her.
It was just was it just like a square and a little line?
It
Right.
was.
That's it.
And you'd turn around and you'd shoot like the one side of the screen and it'd come out the other side. My sister used to ask, she kicked my ass to me with that thing.
It did wrap around.
Yeah, it would do that wraparound thing. Oh, she would kill me with that.
You could shoot it out the front. It would hit you in the back.
Right. That was the exciting part of it.
Oh, I hated that game. I just figured, reminisce for some people.
Thanks a lot. I'd forgotten
care.
all about that one.
That was a good one. What I always liked in Pong is when the thing would get stuck. You get your paddle in the corner or something,
Right.
and the ball would just beat off the... Oh, excuse me.
Beat off.
It would just...
You and your brother.
It would hit off the top of the screen and back onto the paddle.
Right, then you could walk away for a while. That
And,
was so
and just rack up some points.
That's why I liked Breakout, when you could get the ball at the top, and it would just like...
Breakout's cool.
Yeah.
I remember one
Let's face
time...
some facts.
So cool.
I remember one time saying to this girl, "Step back, bitch, I'm about to break out." Because I felt like she was crowding me. And I just can simply remember, "Step back, bitch, I'm about to break out." With just the confidence that entails as somebody who feels very good about their breakout skills.
Nice. Right now on the computer I play Uno, and that's about it.
Why, Fezzy? Why can't you get out there and play something fun? Are you working your TiVo yet?
No, not yet. I'm going to do that this weekend.
You've had it for 6 months.
Yes, I know. I'm going to read that manual and everything this week. I got big plans this week.
Got a big one for Fezzy. Hey, John, you're on Ron and Fez.
I'm in a vacuum.
Fez, Eddie, how you doing?
Hey, how are you?
How you doing, Melissa?
What's up?
Space Invaders. How could you guys forget Space Invaders?
Yeah, Space
All-time
Invaders.
classic.
That is, Now, actually, Space Invaders was so big in Japan, I think, that there was a shortage of quarters because so many kids had shoved them in the machines.
Wow.
The song on Space Invaders ruled as it got more intense.
Right.
Yeah, as they marched down on you.
Increasing as that song went up. That, Missile Command, and Defender.
Missile Command was a great one.
I love Missile Command.
You were saving cities, right? And you had to kind of lead.
Yeah,
that was
you had like 5 cities.
You had the ball instead of the joystick on that one.
Yeah, you had the ball.
You had 5 cities like across the bottom, and you had to blow up the missiles as they were coming in before they were able to get through your defenses to your city.
And UFOs would go by, right? And
right.
you could shoot them down, too. That was so cool.
Why was life better then?
And you just had to decide. You knew you weren't going to be able to keep all 5 cities, so you decide, do I want that one in the center? Am I going to just work one on the side?
Luckily, they never named the cities. You never had to say, I'm giving up Houston. You never had to do that.
I love Phoenix. Phoenix was a great game.
And City.
But Phoenix was cool because you'd get through the aliens, and then you'd work to get to the mothership, and then the mothership would come down, and you have to blow up pieces of the mothership to get to the head alien who was in the middle of the mothership. You had to break down his barrier.
Well, that's nice. At least you had a mission there.
Right.
With Missile Command, you're dead already. There's no way to stop it. You're dead already.
I know, and you just feel awful. You're losing people here because you can't concentrate. Hey, do you ever remember the Star Wars game that you would sit inside? You would sit inside this thing and you would end up shooting other things.
Like the gun turrets on the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah, it was supposed to be that because it didn't look enough like it.
Don't get cocky, kid.
But they didn't look like the real things. They were just drawings of the outlines of them. And I think that one cost 50 cents. That's what I always hate that. Damn. Do I go for the really cool thing for 50 effing cents?
Anything you had to sit in was going to be 50 automatically.
We're going to need you. You got the seat there. I'm going to need an extra quarter.
Whether it was racing cars or skiing or whatever.
Now, when you were racing a car, in your mind, were you actually racing?
Oh, yeah.
And then you started thinking to yourself when you were good, no, seriously, I think I could probably have a career as a racer.
And then after the seat, they introduced the hydraulics in the seat, which tilted you either way. And that was, I think that kicked up to $1 at that point, Ron.
Now, whatever happened that we were supposed to get that helmet on our heads? They had really minor games of the...
that virtual reality helmet.
Yeah, no, I tried it. It must have been like 10 years ago when the guy comes in. He says, all right, here's the new virtual reality. You put it in and you're kind of shooting people. And no matter which way you turn, you can see from different levels and stuff. And it was supposed to be the next big thing. Then you never heard about it again.
Yeah.
I think I played it at Disney.
Yeah, you're going to get a helmet and a glove.
Right. You had that glove. And supposedly you'd be able to go and live in this world. And I'm like, oh, my God. You know, it was going to be like the phone, except for you would call on the phone. You'd have the helmet on at your house, and I'd have it on mine, and we'd be talking to people and living in a whole computer world.
There was one of those really bad late HBO soft porn movies on. You never get to see anything.
Yeah.
And the girl in it had the helmet and the glove on, and she had a virtual lover she was pawing at. I just remembered that.
I need an extra one as a condom then. I want to enjoy myself in this world.
Yeah.
All right, let's...
Good times.
That reminds me of... Do you remember... it was Christopher Walken. I think it was called Brain
Scan?
Something like that, where they... put this helmet on, and they started having sex. Only in their mind, though. But it was better than real life. It was the last movie Natalie Wood did.
Okay.
Brain something.
Well, instant feedback in the callers will beat the producers. We know that tonight.
We got to take a break. We come back. We'll talk more about these games. Also, the heckler is going to be on with us and talk about our football bets. Because it's kicking in now, Fezzy.
Yeah, this is the last season of the NFL, and then we head into the playoffs. College season wrapped up this week.
It's 102.7 WNEW. You're listening to the Ron and Fez Show.
Ron and Fez. Frequency 1027 WNEW.
For President Clinton's buddy, Fezitorial Memorial. Well. Former President Clinton's beloved Chocolate Labrador Retriever, Buddy was recently taken from us after trying to play fetch with a moving car on Route 117. And I haven't been this upset about a dog involved in a car accident since last July, when it took me hours to find out if Lizzie Grubman was all right. She was fine. Her nose was still wet. But what really gnaws on my raw hide is the fact that people will only remember Buddy for the way he died, thinking he could somehow catch a Buick in his mouth like a Frisbee. After all, Buddy is just another coincidental death for the Clintons. And it shows that... What's that? Oh, it's just Vincent Foster beating on the lid of his coffin in disagreement. But let us remember the good times of Buddy Clinton, first dog. Like how he first arrived at the White House as a puppy, just weeks before we found out about Monica Lewinsky. Great. We had 3 weeks of looking at a black lab before spending the next year staring at white flab. But those were great pictures. The president and his dog. He was always panning and sniffing around and occasionally humping whatever got close to him. And there was Buddy right next to him the entire time he was doing it. Remember that great look on Buddy's face as he would start to drool looking at Hillary Clinton's ankles? You could almost see him imagining her legs looking like 2 big pork chops, just like they do in the cartoons. Buddy the dog was great for security, too, especially when the Clintons were concerned about Chelsea going off to college. The Secret Service put Buddy in a Stanford sweatshirt, and he made the perfect decoy. No one knew the difference. And, of course, the loyalty. Anytime Bill soiled the Oval Office carpet, there was Buddy to take the blame. Although I think it was Monica who got her nose rubbed in it. But, you know, this whole thing reminds me of growing up in Port Ellis Park, Florida, where a dog is still a man's best friend. They just don't hang out like they used to ever since the man met the sheep. But it was there that I learned how much people really love dogs. I remember Mother out in our barn with our handyman named Bobo. Now, Bobo must have really missed his own dog because he kept having Mother bark like one. She didn't really seem to mind, though, since she was already wearing the collar and leash. But she did whimper when he gave her a bone, especially since it was in the wrong end. And then... Wait a minute. Mama's a bad doggy. Anywho. Buddy, the Clinton dog, you're unforgettable. Like the time you jumped up on Gary Condit and President Clinton simply said, "Oh, he must smell your intern on you." Buddy, we will all miss you. That is, all of us except a snickering cat named Socks, who I'm sure will be questioned by the police. Farewell, Buddy Clinton, as you now run into traffic in dog heaven, and hear us call after you by saying, "We're here, we're queer, we will not disappear. This has been my Fezitorial. Thank you." Tell Ronnie to come in, please. The Fezitorial is now done.
I'm sorry, Fezzi. I'm dealing with an argument outside. By the way,
what's going on?
Instant feedback did beat the producers. The name of the movie was Brainstorm.
Oh, Brainstorm, the movie with Natalie Wood and Christopher Walken.
All right. Roy.
And I believe the fabulous Cliff Robertson.
Yeah, who's always great. Who's always been great, even when he plays that retard Charlie. All right, Roy, what are you so upset about with Joe Pooh?
Well, before the show, Joe told me that he was going to the Giants game on Sunday.
Nice.
And he said,
where did he get the tickets?
Earl gave it to him. He told me Earl gave him 2 tickets.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, man. I was like, let's go. I'm a huge Packer fan. Let's go. And he said, I already invited someone. I'm like, all right, no big deal. That's not a problem. And then I talked to Earl. I said, hey, do you got any more of those Giant tickets? He's like, no, I gave all 3 of them to Joe Pooh.
Oh.
So you had 3 tickets.
We obviously had a miscommunication. All right, let me ask this. Why on the show, or out of anyone at the station, is Joe Pooh entitled to all the Giants tickets?
No. Or one, Mr. New Guy on the Block.
Right.
No, I didn't even ask for him. Earl came down the hall. He said, would you like to go to a Giant game Sunday? I said, sure. What do you want for the tickets? He said, nothing. Here, take them. He said, they're on my desk. Now, I didn't have the tickets physically yet.
Who did you ask to go with you?
Oh, I have a friend from Arizona coming in, and he's a Giant fan. And he wanted
if they're playing the Cardinals, yes.
No,
why is a guy from Arizona going to like the Giants?
He's a Giant fan.
All right, who was the other one for?
That's the whole thing. There was 3 tickets, and I said there was 3 tickets, or at least I thought I did.
So why does he think, oh, I can't go?
No, because he said to me, He said, you have tickets. I told him I have tickets to the game on Sunday.
Guess
Right?
who's going to the game? Guess who's going to that game? Fez, Hawk, and Melissa. Those three.
Yes. You're not even Giant fans.
And Fez, here's the good news. You'll be going courtesy of Shooting Star Limousines.
No way!
631-447-2727. ShootingStarLimousines.com. They are the limousine service of the Ron and Fez show.
Hawk, me, you, and Melissa are going to the Giants game. What do you think of that?
Awesome. All right. Melissa,
You said it.
do that thing where you have a picnic basket. Now, Fez, I got fresh jams and rolls.
We're tailgating.
I'm going to bring sandwiches for everybody.
You're not going. No one.
You're a hockey fan, right?
Yeah, I like hockey.
Yeah.
I'm a Philly Flyer fan. Sorry.
Why the Flyers?
They're cool.
Yeah, they're cool.
Yeah,
Fezzy, they're
true.
cool.
Yeah.
You know, it's the...
The orange and black.
Yeah.
So cool.
Well, let's get into a little football talk. We got the heckler, Fezzy.
All right, the heckler's standing by for best bets.
It's time for this week's installment of Ron and Fez's Best Bets, brought to you by OnlineSportsbook.com.
Heckler, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, how you doing, guys? Hello, Melissa.
Happy birthday.
Are we still doing that?
No.
I'm waiting for a new theme song. I submitted about 20 choices. Oh, here we go.
This is the one everyone seems to love, Heckler.
Right.
Nah, I don't think so.
All right.
I just wanted to say I like the video game talk. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's fun.
Had a real good time and a lot of fond memories of my father bringing home a knockoff of Pong called Ping.
No, really? Swear.
It was Ping, and it was made in China. He got it. I don't know where he got it. It was a Christmas gift, and it came with one control. He brought it back, and the game was hideous. It was.
And one time, didn't your father bring you home a mugwai that you weren't supposed to feed past midnight? And
he messed up. He got that in Chinatown.
No, actually, that was me. He's not supposed to feed after midnight, but. No, but Ping was pretty cool, and my favorite arcade game had to be the baseball game with the ball bearing inside.
Yeah, we were talking about that.
And
that was
metal
also
ramp, and the crowd would roar.
That was Eddie Trunks also.
And you could throw the knuckleball. That was really cool.
Right.
So anyway, you guys in the football, I got to tell you, Ron Bennington is the king. Where's the football music, Al? Cue music.
Here we go.
All right.
We hear any football music?
There we go, buddy.
We'll handle the music, Heckler. You tell us the results.
Just trying to help out. I mean, it's people are clicking off as I talk about football.
Oh,
I mean,
stop it. Stop
All
being
right.
hard on yourself. Everyone loves it.
Yeah, okay, we know.
All right, what happened over the bowl games?
All right, the bowl games, out of 25 bowl games, beginning on December 18th with the New Orleans Bowl.
That was a good one.
To the Rose Bowl, Ron Bennington successfully picked 17 out of 25.
Wow.
Nice.
All right, how did everybody else do?
All right, I
during the bowl?
came in second with a 13 out of 25.
Okay.
Fez, 12 out of 25.
I'll take it at this point.
And Dan from Hoboken came in last with 11. Dan did email me with a football pick. He is vacationing in Italy and headed to Bavaria.
He does all right for himself. Let me
Yeah.
just say that much.
And if we combine the year for the date, the year to date, combining our records for the year, the NFL picks,
Right?
and the college bowl picks,
Wow.
Ronnie Bennington is 24-16.
Yes, we're comparing. Everything together there, Fezzy.
24-16. Dan and I both are 20-20.
Uh-huh.
Fez is 18-22.
Just missed that 500 seat.
Congratulations, Ron Bennington. This is our final week of NFL picks.
All right, I'll pick first. I'll tell you who I'm going with. I'm going to take the Packers minus the 3, Fezzy.
Minus the 3 tickets Joe Pooh got?
Right, minus 3 tickets. Give me the Packers. Here's why.
Are they fighting?
They've got so much to play for.
Uh-huh.
Where the Giants should think, what the hell? Is the coach fired?
Right.
You know, there's no sense of getting hurt.
But the only thing left is Strahan going for the record.
Yeah. Well, that, though, they'd be willing to give up for a win. The Packers would throw that away.
You know, there's going to be 20,000 no-shows there on Sunday.
Right.
You know, fighting over Giants
One of them's
tickets
Rory.
at this point is like fighting over a can of Spam, you know?
I think with Rory, it's a it's a situation where his feelings were hurt, and Joe just bold-faced lied.
You just go to the Meadowlands, they probably give you a free ticket just to show up in the parking lot.
But, Heckler, let's face some facts. Rory's father could buy the Giants if he wanted to.
Sure he could. Buy and sell.
It's not the fact of getting a free ticket that hurt Rory Hampton's feelings.
He could end up calling the team the Rorys this time next year.
Well, that's why the wealthy people are wealthy, because they just like things that are free. And people like us, the working people, we like to spend money in high ticket prices and $7 beers, so... Anyway,
Fezzy, you got a
waiting
pick?
for a Giant ticket is pretty absurd at this point. I'd rather go and watch...
Right. Fezzy's got a pick now, though.
My pick, Ronnie, along the same lines, a team that is playing for a lot of things on the line this weekend.
Right.
I'm taking the New England Patriots, giving up 6.5 when they go to the Carolina Panthers.
Good bet.
It's a good bet, but there's something about me that just can't root for those Patriots.
You know what? I have always hated the Patriots, and the fact that Bledsoe is sitting on the bench watching all this happen delights me to no end. I guess my hate was with Bledsoe.
Yeah, sure. You had the Bledsoe blues.
I did.
All right, Heckler, you said Dan was picking the
Dan
Jets.
was taking the Steelers.
Oh, the Steelers.
Pittsburgh Steelers minus 6.5, and that's the guy's probably checking his email every 5 minutes.
Sure. So they're playing the Browns in Pittsburgh.
That's correct.
Okay.
A meaningless game, I guess, but a playoff prep game, and I think the Steelers are for real.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
Yeah, I think they're very real.
Very scary.
I never would have thought of Cordell Stewart.
Well, that's a team I thought maybe 500 this year.
I think everybody was surprised by that, but we do have our preseason Super Bowl predictions for next time. It's pretty pitiful, but all right, and I'll wrap this up real quick, and I'll just say I'm taking...
I was able to pick a 6th seed.
But are both your teams in the playoffs?
No, just one.
Who didn't make it?
I picked the Colts to go for the AFC.
Oh, I think I picked Tennessee.
And I picked Denver.
Wow.
But I have the Rams.
We suck. We blow.
Wow, just, people are listening, don't bet what we bet.
Yeah, well, except college. Follow me in college. That's me.
Follow Ronnie with that.
Follow Ronnie to the bowls.
How Ronnie figured out the Inside.com bowl is amazing. I just don't understand how...
Well, that's,
But anyway, I'll finally wrap this up, and I'll take the Raiders this weekend against the Jets because I'm a Jet fan, and I'm a self-hating Jet fan. They break my heart every year.
What's the spread on that? I didn't even get that one on my sheet.
The game, the spread I saw
and
today
it's the
was...
Jets.
Raiders minus 3.5, or Jets plus 3.5. So I never bet on the Jets. They kill me. They break my heart. So I hate to bet against my team, but screw them. I'm just... It's sort of like you in Florida State, Fezzy. It just breaks your heart.
Screw them.
All right, have you heard any rumors on any of your rumor sites there, Heckler, about Steve Spurrier, where he's going to go?
Well, apparently... his ego and his reputation might not go over well with some of these high-priced players in the NFL. The big rumor you mentioned earlier is what they're talking about, is seeing Dungy going to Minnesota and seeing Spurrier going to Tampa Bay, but San Diego's a long shot.
Right. Every online poll that I looked at today, which means absolutely nothing, not even scientific, they have Spurrier going to Tampa Bay. That's the team they think he's left the University of Florida for.
Wow.
Well, the man's an egomaniac, and the guy's out of control, and apparently he can't get along with a lot of the players, like Ron mentioned. He screams at people and alienates people. Now, Parcells was similar, but Parcells knew how to push buttons on separate people, and he would motivate people.
Well, I mean, but...
Spurrier's totally opposite. He just pisses everybody off.
But, can you give the guy the benefit of the doubt thinking, all right, he's coaching kids now, he's not going to know he's not coaching kids later. If a guy was teaching high school, he would probably have a much different personality if he started teaching college.
Right.
And maybe not. Look at Bobby Knight smacking players around, and you never know what's going to happen in the NFL.
Right, but I'm saying, I'm talking about Spurrier himself. What do you think?
Right. Well, if you get a $50 million wide receiver who doesn't want to perform, what's Spurrier going to do? Is he going to do his crying routine? He cries to the media. He cries in front of the media. You ever see him cry?
Yeah, I've seen him. I don't like Spurrier at all, but I also get tired of $50 million receivers that don't want to perform.
I agree.
And Spurrier's been there before. He played for a hiccup in the NFL and coached the USFL.
Right.
And I think the guy that really would be a good fit in Florida is Stoops from Oklahoma. Because he was once the defensive coordinator for Florida.
He-man, going back to the University of Florida.
That's what I mean. He might be a perfect fit, but I don't know what's going to happen.
The Gators, they must be just in shock right now.
And I'll give you one wild long shot. If he doesn't end up in Tampa Bay, Spurrier, watch for Dan Reeves to retire and see him go to Atlanta.
Spurrier in Atlanta?
He loves Atlanta. He lived in Atlanta, and he loves playing golf. Augusta's right nearby.
Well, people in the South consider Atlanta the big town. That's the big
football
city.
Town.
Yeah.
Now you've made it.
Yeah, Georgia Tech, and golf, and but it'd be interesting to see what happens with Spurrier. I remember him when he was a player as a quarterback with the Niners. Remember those days? I guess not.
I remember when he was with the Bucks.
Yeah, he was the Bucks
Well,
quarterback.
that was later on, but I remember like when he had sort of a career with the 49ers and big college player, and it's going to be interesting to see what
won
happens.
the Heisman.
Florida football is like the best in the country, and I think you're going to have a big mess next year. A lot of Florida players are going to leave early. A lot of Miami players are going out, so it's going to be a whole power shift in the whole Florida battle of football. So, but again, Ronnie, congratulations. That's amazing. I mean, with the
Yes,
spread,
I am.
I think that's
Unbelievable.
some kind of award or.
I beg people just to bet along with me. I say, take your money and throw it right behind my bets. I mean, what am I doing here?
It's Ron
I'm giving away
Bennington,
the winners.
the best bet champion.
Well, so far. We got a long way to go. We got a lot of games. Maybe we'll start and bet them all the rest of the season.
I am working my way towards 500. That's my goal now.
Maybe the Pro Bowl.
So I don't get fired.
The Pro Bowl, I think, we'll all sit out.
Well, maybe we get something going for the Sweet 16. I mean, for the March Madness coming up.
Oh, sure, we'll do it all.
You may have a problem, Heckler.
Maybe we can do some NASCAR betting.
Why don't we do Pastapalooza again this year since nobody else is using it? Where would take 64 pastas?
Anniversary, you know.
Yeah.
I used to be Gary from Brooklyn on the overnights, and then Super Bowl last year I became the geographical heckler, if you remember.
That's right.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah, you heckle people from different
and
locales.
I took on that guy from Baltimore.
Yeah, you never yell at people anymore. I missed that.
It's just part of the aging process and
I understand.
self-medication.
All right, my friend. We'll talk to you later.
Besides, I'm a lover, not a fighter.
All right, pal.
He's
Happy
the
to you,
heckler.
buddies.
Happy birthday. There he goes.
Mm-hmm.
There's the heckler.
Happy birthday!
Someone pull that magic hat off of him.
The snowman was a jolly happy soul.
877-692-1027 is our toll-free phone number.
Wow, did I kick ass in the bowls without really trying?
You did very well.
Yeah. You know, the funny thing is, the one team I would have picked, if I could only pick one game, would have been Colorado.
All right.
I think you would have went with the Illinois, right? That was your big...
Illinois. I was hoping Illinois would have played Florida. I thought that was going to be a much better head-to-head matchup. Illinois just goes out there and lays down to LSU.
Yeah, no defense whatsoever.
After a great season. I guess the bright lights got to him.
Yeah,
Idiot.
sure, it all happens. Fezzi, we'll take a break. We'll come back. A lot of people still want to talk about video games that they remember.
All right, then we will do that with them.
And then Eddie Trugg coming up after us. Make sure you stay tuned to 102.7 WNEW. Right now, it's the Ron and Fez Show.
Ron and Fez, 102.7 WNEW.
Get ready to wrap up a short work week. We're Ron and Fez.
After the show tonight, Fezzi, we're going to go cut some stuff with Sweet Melissa. We're going to do those Sweet Melissa moans of the night next week.
Start next week. You listen for the moan of the night during the Opie and Anthony show. When you hear it repeated on our show, give us a call. Pick up a JVC DVD player.
That's 5 of them. We'll give one each day next week. So that's fun. And then, Sweet Melissa gets some Opie and Anthony exposure.
Nice.
Now make sure you... Rory, I'm going to listen, because there's no sense in going out. But it better get played during that show.
I'll make sure of it. I promise.
Or else there's no sense of doing it.
Yeah, I don't want to hear it during the other shows. At all. Don't even give them carts. Seriously, is that a bad thing?
In fact, when the other shows start, remove all the carts from the studio, including commercials.
All right, I'll take it.
Just to make sure.
Here's the beauty of that. Then we could say to the boss, hey, it didn't play at all. Not, I played during, the 6 o'clock sports, guys, so put it on tonight. You see what I'm saying?
I'll put it in right before the show starts, before their show starts.
Yeah.
Right. That's when you put it in.
Right.
All right.
Okay.
And take the old one out. Remember that.
Of course.
All right, so...
because last time it's, going through the Don and Mike replay.
Here, let's hear... she's saying I know. She's agreeing with Fezzi. I know.
She's my assistant program
She's your
director.
lackey. You don't got a lackey, Melissa.
My mom was the only one who heard it.
So sad.
When was your mom listening? In the middle of the night? Oh.
She's sitting out front with a shotgun.
If you're having
waiting on the revenue or some Jersey.
If you're having troubles, I'm going to give you 3 little words. Jeannie C. Riley.
That should be my birthday.
Harper Valley PTA.
Wasn't she also in Magnolia playing a very lonely cop?
I don't think
John C. Riley.
No, that's different.
How weird, though. That must at least be her kid, John C. Joe, why did you do that thing to Rory over the tickets, too?
I know,
Seriously,
it's so
man.
mean. Rory's your best friend.
It was a misunderstanding, but the ticket was on the table and still is.
What are you talking about? Hawk, Melissa, and Fez are going to that game.
The ticket is still on the table. You know, and here's the thing. When I walked in today, Joe Pooh got his Giants tickets, shoving them in my fat face like this. What I'm doing this weekend. Look what I'm doing this weekend.
And so you saw there was 3 of them, right?
And I actually said to Rory, I go, what an a-hole to bring in his season tickets 2 days before a game and show them off to people.
You're a Bucks fan.
I had no idea that you got them here, or I would have snatched them from your hand and given them to some listeners.
Last year you had season tickets. Why do you have them this year?
I can't afford them.
Things not going so good in Pooville. I got a Hawk Rory's ticket to get food and gas. I'm eating at a place called Food and Gas. We've had hard times. Things not so easy. So you knew you had 3 if you're slapping Fez in the forehead with them.
Right.
Yeah, I did know I had 3, but I told Rory that beforehand.
You're a lying bitch.
And I said to Rory, I said,
here's what I want you to do. And I know you're a Catholic, right?
Yeah.
Swear to God right now.
On what?
That you're telling the truth.
That you're telling the truth. That you didn't think that he knew that he wasn't going.
No, as far as this goes, I swear to God, I thought that's what I told him. 3 tickets. Because if I said...
Why wouldn't he think he could go?
Listen to the way he back into his swear. I swear I thought I did the right thing.
Because
I guess I didn't.
Who has 3 tickets to a game? It's either 2 or 4. 3
Why
is
didn't
an
you
odd
look?
number. I didn't have them physically.
Because you even said, I thought I told him I had 3.
3 is the magic number. I think we all learned that from Schoolhouse Rock.
All right, now, hold on. I'll be Roy. I'll go, hey, can I get one of those extra tickets? What did you say to him? I can't help you, big man.
You know what he said to me? I said, I'm going to the Giant game Sunday. He goes, oh, yeah? He goes, Green Bay's my 3rd favorite team.
That's a lie.
What did you say?
I said Green Bay's my 2nd favorite team.
What are you doing having second favorite?
Well,
you get one favorite team in this world.
My father's been a Packer fan since like the early 60s, and I always brought up being a Packer fan.
In the 60s? Who's your
you know his dad, Bart Starr.
Or did you move over to the Rams when they started having a great offense this year?
I was a Dolphins.
Last year he was a big Baltimore Ravens fan.
I grew up watching the Packers with the John Taylor sweep.
No, I was a Dolphin fan like all my life, and then Jimmy Johnson.
Out of Lambeau Field comes the Hampton family. Why's your dad, if he lived in New York then, when the great Giant teams, and they used to play with the Packers and go head-to-head every single championship, what's he doing cheering for the Packers?
I don't know. He's been a Packer fan since day one.
Would he carry Lombardi off the field in Super Bowl I?
He made Mrs. Hamptons take that test in Diner, that movie Diner.
Seriously, did he? Did she have to?
No. She didn't have to.
Well, one time...
Packers trivia.
Not that I know of it.
One time Paul Horning was in my dad's courtroom, and he let him off, so he had season tickets ever since.
Arctic winds come across Lambeau Field. Judge Hampton's 50-yard line tickets, holding his young son. Someday to work in radio.
My dad was a big Lombardi fan, so you want to go to this game. You know what? Nobody's going. Give me the tickets, I'm burning them.
Hear that? Nobody's going now. Hope you like it. I'm just thrilled. The fact that I got tickets waved in my fat face.
The frozen tundra of the Hamptons.
The autumn wind is a pirate. Stealing in from sea. With a rollicking song, he sweeps along, swaggering boisterously.
The hell's that mean?
Lunatic
How high were they in
Facenda.
the 60s? Guess who's the first person to do acid in the NFL? John Facenda.
So, but that doesn't, none of this changes the fact that Rory said, can I go to the game? And you said, no, I don't have an extra ticket. It doesn't matter whether you said 2 or 3 tickets.
I didn't say that.
You told him he couldn't go. You already asked somebody.
I didn't say that. I said I have somebody going, and I'm sure I told you there was an extra ticket.
No, you told me you had 2 tickets and you already had someone going.
Hey,
so
you're a lying bitch.
how am I supposed to assume that you
Joe,
have a
you're a
third
lying
ticket?
bitch.
If I have, just for instance, if I have 3 tickets and someone else is going, 2 minus 3 equals 1, and there's no ticket.
Yeah, all right, if you're going to leave here tonight with him not knowing whether we're going to hand him the ticket,
I was pretty sure that he did know.
but when were you going to give him this ticket?
I don't know, not during the show. That's not professional.
You're a lying bitch.
I'm not.
Joe.
What am I going to do with a
You're a
ticket?
lying bitch.
I love the way I recreate the story for you. You tell me, no, it happened this way, and then tell it back to me the exact same way I just said it.
No, because I had the 3rd ticket. There's no reason why you can't have it. I can't sell it. It's against New York Giants law.
Oh, shit.
It is not.
Yes, it is. I could lose my season tickets if I get caught.
I thought you didn't have them.
If you
I
scalp
own
it,
them, but I sell them to someone else.
did you?
You just said you can't sell them.
No.
You were a lying whore.
You can't scalp them on the street. You can get
can't
them.
quit lying.
I sold them to my dentist.
Card shampoo. Take them down. Get him.
Down goes poo.
Ankle lock submission. Ankle lock submission.
Happy.
Now you're wearing carts, aren't you, big man? Don't be mean to Rory.
I wasn't. And who wants to go to a game where their team's playing? It's their 3rd favorite team.
Second favorite team.
God damn it.
All right, we promised Craig we'd let him do a plug here. Hey, Craig, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, Craig.
Hey, what's up, guys? How you guys doing?
What's going on with you, Biggie?
You know what? I'm not going to be the complete media whore and use you guys for a plug just yet. I got something to contribute to the video game thing. My mother's cousin, I think it's my mom's cousin Dave or something. I met him when I was like 3. I don't remember him. He invented like a whole. I think he either invented Amiga computers or he invented Amiga computers and like some of that old software like Zork. Like that type stuff.
He invented the Uncle in the Closet game, didn't he?
I don't know. All that stuff, like all those cheesy, like the typing games, where you like gotta type and like go left.
The typing game.
All right, here's a guy who wants to. Here's an interesting one. Hold on, Craig. Here's Ron.
As opposed to the typing game, more interesting than a game about typing.
He's got a video soundboard.
Oh, cool.
All queued up and ready to go.
Hi, Ron.
Yeah, hi.
All right, what do you got here, Ron?
I've got a couple games. I wanted to see if you guys could guess which games they were. And it's not a soundboard, it's the actual games I've got here.
Okay, so you're going to play a sound from a video game, and we got to guess what video game it is.
Yeah. So the first game makes a sound when I drop a quarter in.
Tron.
Yeah.
Nice.
That was good. You got that on the first guess.
That's Ronnie's favorite. It's his 3rd favorite video game. All right.
All right. Let me load up another game here.
Okay.
Let's see. Here we go. This one takes a couple of seconds.
It's costing him 50 cents at this point.
So, hold on.
You couldn't be boring me anymore, my friend.
I think this is that typing game we keep hearing about.
Here it is. It's up. I just dropped a quarter in.
Let me hear it again. I don't think I know this one at all.
I'll guess Tempest.
No. Once I start playing, though, you guys will know pretty quickly.
Is it
Guys and girls, sorry.
Is it Galactica or something?
No. Close.
Galaga?
Galaga?
The Michigan Fight song?
Yeah, it's Galaga.
Oh, that's what I said. I said Galaga. I messed up and said Galactica.
Yeah.
I panicked. All right, let's hear another one.
All right. Let's see. This one's got some good sounds on it. Okay. It's got a timer on it.
We should have somebody on the phone to set 'em up.
0. All right, here we go.
That's Space Invaders.
No.
Let's hear it again. All right, play the song then.
Right.
Is that Frogger?
What?
Is that Frogger?
No.
Is it Arkanoid?
Yeah.
All right, nice. Let's keep it going, big man.
All right.
Time is money.
All right. Let's see.
This would make a great game show, Fez.
It would.
You want a more difficult one?
We definitely do. No, keep them simple.
More difficult than Arcacoid?
Okay, this one, let's see. This doesn't make a lot of noise, but it makes...
Centipede?
Yeah.
Very nice, Fezzy.
Cool.
Very good.
Fezzy,
Wow.
Fezzy knows the girl games.
That is not a girl's
Okay,
game.
What else here? What else do I have? That one's too obscure. Oh, here's a good one. You should get this pretty quickly. Not a popular video game, though, but you'll get it anyway.
All right, so three blind mice.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Sounds like you fell down the stairs with it.
What was that?
I don't think we know that one. Let me think. No, it just doesn't. Do you have another thing when you put it in?
Was that a Donkey Kong?
No.
It's like three blind mice until they fall down the steps.
I don't know. What was that one, Ron?
It's a Three Stooges video game.
It's a Three Stooges song, but I don't remember the game. I almost said it's a Three Stooges, sounds like. All right, thanks a lot, Ronnie.
One more.
Oh, Jesus, you're
Come on, one last one. This was my favorite game.
Okay, what you got, Ron?
Come on, here we go. Come on. And it's not working. I'm sorry.
Just hum it to us. All right, listen close. You're just out. You're just out.
Thank you. Clock just ticking on him.
Yeah.
Just ticking away.
Hey, Chuck, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, Chuck.
Buddy.
Hey, buddy.
How's it going, man?
Yeah.
I told Billy, I said, I sent up some sandwiches from the Carnegie Deli last month.
Yeah, I remember that.
I hope I sent enough, but I'm
they
not
were
too
big.
sure.
Yeah.
You like them? I told him I'd like to do, next month I'd like to send some stuff up from Hooters, because my birthday's in the middle of the month.
Yeah, all right, sure.
So just tell me when I set that up through, Billy, or set it up through Al again?
Yeah, set up through Billy. All right?
And Fezzy, your face isn't fat. Those tickets are real small, pal.
That was
okay.
nice.
Thank you.
That was nice of Chuck to say. Those.
Put a candle on a wing for you.
By the way, those
For
tickets
yourself.
are gigantic.
Really?
Short, but...
Are you saying I have a fat face? Because
No.
I'm right here. I can hear you.
No, but when they were stuck to your cheek, I thought there was confetti.
And, my friends, my face is only fat on the bottom. My forehead is very narrow.
Right, I know.
Like a pear.
What a pair you make.
Thank you.
You are quite the pair.
Did Craig ever get to do his plug?
I hope so. Shooting Star Limousines. Shooting Star Limousines. That's the big plug we got to do tonight, Fuzzy.
631-447-2727 is the phone number. ShootingStarLimousines.com is the website. They're going to make sure our sweet Melissa gets home, not only safely, but in style.
Yeah, they take good care of her. And then they let her pretend that she's J-Lo in the back, and she loves that. Also, I want to thank our friends at ClassicPinball.com. That's in Clifton, New Jersey. Or you can check them out online, ClassicPinball.com or 973-345-3944. They have most of the games that we're talking about.
Right, as for Kevin, he's Al Duke's best friend.
Yeah.
And he'll be able to set you up at classicpinball.com.
Now, I'm not kidding about this. I have the strangest taste, especially after we ran after Joe Poo. I have this taste of glass now.
Ooh!
That I think is coming off was coming off my face, but it feels like it's in my throat. Little shards of glass.
On the O&A show tonight, when that pinball machine got smashed, Opie, of course, was the closest. He was smashing it, but he had protective goggles on and stuff.
I guarantee you, Opie got this all in his skin and his hair. I guarantee.
But, Ronnie, you were right there next to it, trying to get some sound on it.
Yeah, getting the audio.
Right.
Where were you for that, Rory? That should have been
anywhere.
You should be going, I'm itching from all the glass.
Not Ronnie.
That's his third favorite activity.
Can I tell you something? He's taking those things. He's taking the tickets.
He's getting all three of them.
Yeah. I never find them.
And I'm going to give him his cell phone so he can call you during the game.
They're out.
Give him that other ticket. Rory, I want you to go, and I want you to be mean in front of his friend.
I want him to be there.
He doesn't like you now.
Rory, go to the game, and with your big billfold that your dad gives you, your big giant allowance, and buy beer for everybody except Joe. Beer and dogs for everybody.
I don't know if I even want to go now.
This is bad.
I was very upset.
Why don't you go with Terry Collins? He's a friend of the family.
That's a good point.
Not anymore.
That's a good point. And, here you're taking the local tickets and you're rooting for the visiting team. I've always hated that.
And why weren't we giving these tickets away in the air?
Because Earl is I can't say what he is because it's, 2002.
Right.
But
I wish it was 1962.
And I'd tell you exactly what he is.
Yeah.
And then I'd give Earl away to the ninth caller. But seriously,
and we'd be allowed to.
What a stupid thing to do.
And Pooh, how do you even rate? You've been back there, what, 2 months?
Someone offered me free tickets. What do you want me to say, no?
Is something going on between you and Earl?
No, he just came in. Do you want to go
in them pot again?
Is that the dealio?
No. Crack.
Give me those tickets back. Give me those tickets, right? What you got, Fez?
It's tear gas! Where is he? I can't see him! He's gone.
What happened to Joe Poo?
But why tear gas? Ronnie's already got glass on him.
Here's the weird thing. That tear gas doesn't really stay long, though, does it?
No, you think it would linger a little bit more.
Within 2 seconds, we feel fine.
Mm-hmm. And move on with the show.
I have one more riddle for you.
He's packed.
When can a can?
Yeah.
Yes?
Hey, wait a minute.
When can a can what?
Why you didn't have any riddles for us? Why do you have one more?
One more riddle for you.
One more? This is the first one.
One more than none. When can a can make you cry?
I don't know, Mama Celeste. When can a can make us cry?
When can a can make you cry? Gee, I don't know.
When it's tear gas.
Tear gas again!
He's gone. Just like Joe Poo.
Damn Riddler.
Coming up next, Fezzy,
Bon Jovi fan since day one. Bon Jovi fan since day one.
It's the Eddie Trunk and Anthony show.
Bon Jovi fan since day one.
Stick around. In just a little over an hour, they'll be counting down midnight.
I would die if Anthony and Norton showed up with all their albums. They keep coming in from every weekend.
I have the audio from last week. Maybe I'll share it with you guys next week.
Cool, I love it.
Yeah.
We would appreciate that.
You could hear crickets when Anthony held the cell phone up to say, "Listen to the crowd, Eddie."
They did a beautiful job of setting everything up for the countdown to midnight, except for the fact that Eddie was on an 8-second delay.
Talk about dropping the ball on New Year's.
But the beautiful thing is, if you like to celebrate New Year's and then you get bored, 8 seconds later, move over to WNEW and relive it.
Could have been worse. I could have the full 48 up.
Remember yesteryear on NEW.
Right. We look back 8 seconds ago.
8 seconds ago tonight.
Eddie's up next, and you're going to have a lot of fun. Make sure you call him and get all your requests in.
Get in the chat room to yell at me.
Yeah, Sweet Melissa's just going to sit here and look goo-goo eyes at him. You never notice She likes everybody but us. Everybody's a big radio star, except for Ron and Fez. We're a couple of ham and eggers.
She's got production work to do tonight before she's getting in a shooting star limo.
Let's see you try one, okay, so we know how it's going to go. Real sexy, and like it's almost at that nirvanic point.
I hope it won't hurt.
I hope it won't hurt. Is Billy right now?
Yes.
Because it's stupid. Change that to something you think is sexy. I hope it won't hurt is that little pin deek trying to feel like he's going to hurt somebody.
I mean...
You change it to anything you want, honey.
Get me out of my clothes? That's another one.
Yeah, it's stupid. Yeah, you go and change them. You're the expert.
All right.
You're the hot
You
chick.
fix those parts.
Billy is a sick man.
Okay.
Oh, I love it when you touch me there. It makes me want to do bad things.
I gotta remember not to wear sweatpants next time.
Yeah, that's embarrassing, isn't it?
Try one where you mention tear gas.
Oh. Don't throw the tear gas.
No, not again!
We're out of here, Ron and Fez.
And he's gone. Eddie Trunk is up next. We're Ron and Fez back Monday at 7 o'clock, right after Opie and Anthony.